Loud like a jag-off at a Pins game fight. Brace yourself, this ride ain't polite. Two dumb Yinzers, loud and proud. Heads in the clouds, voices in the crowd. Chaos brewing, they don't play nice. Hold on to your iron and grab your prime anti-slice. Tales from the burg with a hint of mayhem. Pierogi powered, nothing can constrain them. Knocking back stories like an icy cold brew. You never know what these two might spew. Two dumb Yinzers, loud and proud. Heads in the clouds, voices in the crowd. Chaos brewing, they don't play nice. Hold on to your iron and grab your prime anti-slice. From the bug with a hint of mayhem. Pierogi powered, nothing can constrain them. Knocking back stories like an icy cold brew. You never know what these two might spew. Two dumb Yinzers, loud and proud. Heads in the clouds, voices in the crowd. Chaos brewing, they don't play nice. Hold on to your iron and grab your prime anti-slice. Rivers collide where the laughs always flow. Black and gold thunder everywhere they go. The Metcalf king breaking every mold. With two dumb Yinzers, the stories don't get old. Two dumb Yinzers, loud and proud. Heads in the clouds, voices in the crowd. Chaos brewing, they don't play nice. Hold on to your iron and grab your prime anti-slice.
Good Wednesday morning. It's Hump Day. Episode 1000. 1000 of the Two Dumb Yinzers. Michael, you look different today, but here we are. Can't believe we've done this 1,000 times. What's
Take
going
care,
on?
brother. You look different today, too.
Well, I shaved. I lost a couple of pounds. I quit drinking beer. All that good stuff. But we're here. We're keeping up with appearances. So welcome everybody. I'm looking at the board. Wait a minute. Somebody's in my ear talking to me. Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, we're not actually the hosts. It's not really us. I didn't get that memo. Did you get the memo, Michael? You're Michael,
No.
right? Wait a minute. No, it's holy
Oh.
cow. There he is. All right. I have to admit, guys, we hijacked the show. Episode 1000. We're hijacking the show, at least for the first half an hour.
I got to be honest with you. There's no two prettier people that I would rather hijack the show than Finch and Derpy. Guys, fantastic seeing you. Happy 1000th. I'm glad you're here. Finch, Derpy, everybody. Finch and Derpy. Woo!
Go.
That's right, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. This is the big 1000. I'm glad to see everybody on the board today. It seems like people were fired up and getting in the mood for the big one. Lots of stuff going on. Finch and Derpy, I just want to say welcome. Great seeing you guys. I know it's busy. I know that Finch, the last time we seen you, you were in Vegas. There's literally been people on the board that thought that you got something happened to you in Las Vegas. How you been, buddy?
I have been good. I did have a fun time in Vegas. I did have some things happen to me, but I made it home. I'm okay. That was back in April. And then, I just been living life. We've been super busy at work. The hot dog shop where I work is actually having a record year right now, and that requires me to be there a little bit more. But that's okay because business is great. My daughter turns 11 here in a couple months, so she's at that age where it's summertime. She's out of school and she wants to do everything, and I'm trying to do my best to oblige all of that. So I've had to cut some things out of life for a little while, and unfortunately, the Two Dumb Yinzers is one of the things I had to cut down on. But we're back today, baby. And I'm ready. Let's
Absolutely.
do
We're
this.
glad to have you. It's great to see you. I'm glad things are going well for you. and we have football season right around the corner, so we know that
Yes.
you'll be fully prepared for whatever.
Plus, the Pirates are kicking butt right now. They're playing decent. It's a fun time to be a Pittsburgh sports fan. I'm excited.
It is truly a fun time, and certainly to be a Pirates fan. Derpy, we're going to be playing the Guardians right here in a couple days after the All-Star break wraps up. It's going to be a lot of fun. The big series up in Cleveland that I've been waiting for all year. Let's see. Let me go right here. Somebody's okay. Yes. Who's telling Derpy to change his name back?
That might be me.
Oh yeah, about it.
In this episode, there's only enough room for one mic.
Hold on.
There cannot be two mics.
There's just not enough room for two mics. As soon as Derpy gets his
everywhere
name,
I go, there's like 1,000 mics, and I'm the only mic here, and it needs to stay that way.
See this bingo, the message at the very top right here. Finchy still has both of his kidneys. Successful Vegas trip.
Yes.
This is people thought something happened to you out in Vegas, Finch, and luckily you came back. Both your kidneys, both your testicles, and you're totally fine.
I never said I had all of my organs intact. I just said I made it back.
Derpy, my man.
Sometimes you lose all the money, and you gotta find a way to get home, and maybe it's. That's all I'm going to say about that.
I've been there, done that. And you know what? I don't even gamble, so I don't know what they even make of that. Derpy, my man, great to see you as always. I know everybody has been chomping at the bit to see the Dirt Man back on the big screen. How are you, my friend?
I'm great, Ryan. I've been working on the channel and doing my pod. The nerdy pod every Sunday. But I'm doing great. I went on vacation this past. Early in July, I went on vacation to Florida. Gonna go back in October for a wedding. But yeah, I'm doing great, man.
Oh, that's great, dude. I'm glad to hear it. Again, all the work that you do put in over the Nerd Show, we certainly do see it, my man. Great job to you. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the Two Dumb Yinzers. As you know, this is the big 1,000th episode. We were going to do something crazy and make it like a fucking circus. You know what? It's the first day of episode 10. I thought, what better way to get the crew back in? Let's sit around. We'll bullshit a little bit. We'll talk a little Steelers. We're going to head into our break because we have a big season coming up here, guys. And I got to be honest with you. It's not that far down the road. We are less than a month away, Finch, to a preseason football game against the Packers right here in Pittsburgh. We're also just less than 2 weeks from right now, camp is going to be starting officially in St. Vincent College in Latrobe, and also just 60 days. That's right, just Dylan Cook amount of days away until the Steelers kick it off against the Atlanta Falcons at home at Acrisure Stadium. So fired up. It's going to be a big year. We can't wait. I know that today we are going to head into our summer break, and this is like the longest break that we've ever taken from the show. And I'm going to be honest, before we start asking each other what we're going to do, I'm just going to separate myself for a while because being 5 years, 1,000 episodes, I can honestly say there has not been one single day that I didn't put work into the show in some way, shape, or form, whether it be something as simple as doing something on an off day or, really grinding. So my plans is to just take a little time and separate myself from the show to kind of gain some sanity back and to kind of regroup and get things back to order to get ready to kick off for the new football season. Like again, 2026 football campaign officially for us will start in 2 weeks. We'll be back again the Monday of the week of camp, but that's when the new season officially starts. Mike, this is the 1,000th show. This is the 5-year anniversary show, and also this is the beginning of season 10 here. So glad to be here. So glad to work with you for all this time. Mike, how are you, sir?
Dude, I'm great, man. Like, after that first season, I thought, we'd never be back. And once we came back, we haven't stopped. This thing started out as 1 or 2 day a week type thing, and it slowly morphed into, doing this 5 days a week consistently. And we haven't killed each other yet. We've come close. We've come close, but we ain't never going to kill each other.
And I got to be honest with you. I did some thinking, Mike. I think your deal is because as we get closer to the vacation, you're a little bit happier. You seem happier. I think you have what do they call that? What is it?
Calling it senioritis?
No.
Diabetes?
No.
Oh.
Damn. I still got all my toes.
what is it, like exhaustion? What's
exhaustion?
the word?
Yes.
Yeah, you have Ryan exhaustion, I think, at the end of the day. And you know what? I don't blame you because I get exhausted for myself. So I can totally understand
Yeah,
how you would as well.
Yeah. Like if I didn't have the weird work hour, I think I would be fine. It's just sometimes that gets to me. But I want everyone to know before we came on to the show today, this is all I see from Derpy.
Yeah, just the shades and him just.
Yep, go on my phone. Yep.
Over there looking like Fat Schefter. You know, I was like, he's over there making. I was like afraid to like talk to him. He looked like he was.
I said hello,
deals.
but you didn't answer.
And then you fell asleep. Classic Derpy.
I didn't want
Classic
to talk
Derpy.
to you. You
Classic
like
Hollywood Derpy.
Classic Derpy.
Deep in making deals, finding out what's going on with the Steelers, and turns out he was just looking at porn.
You know what? And then I walked in and I came in the room and I seen them and I thought, you know what? This is perfect. They just let's put them on as you and I. And then the way we went, guys, season 10, here we are, if you can even believe it. I don't even know what to expect from today's show. Excuse me. I do know that we have Steelers to talk about. I know that Finch and Derpy are both limited on their time today as their busy schedule continues, but we worked it out. I wasn't going to let this day come without seeing these two fine young gentlemen here on our show. And got to be honest with you, I'm glad that they are here. Always great to see Derpy. It's great to see Finch, even Mike. Great to see you as well as we do get into this. I do want to say what's up to everybody on the board. Let's what is this thing that I see on Mike's screen? Why is it coming in like that?
Is that a Muppet?
It is a Muppet. It is the Mike Muppet.
I've reclaimed my dummy's head.
Yes, he did. He reclaimed his dummy head. He has it there. I think what we're going to do today, we will talk some Steelers here shortly, but we'll get to the board. I see a lot of people are addressing Finch. I see a lot of people are addressing Derpy. I don't want any opportunities to be lost there, guys. This is episode 1000. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Glad to see us today. Let's get into some of these messages because I know Derpy and Finch are really excited to get back and talk to everybody. Again, we do talk off the air, and I do know that the guys are happy to see, and I do keep them posted that all the inquiries and questions and when people do ask about them. So let's get to it, guys. Let's make it worth it. Let's go right here. Let's go to Corey. Corey, don't drink that. One of our favorite. They're all my favorite. Listen, I'm not going to do that to anybody. I'm just going to say Corey from Don't Drink That in the house. He says, yo, Cody. My man, always great seeing Cody. He says, yo, as well. Welcome to the board. Welcome to the terrible show. Let's go right here to Bingo. My man, always great seeing Bingo Winchester.
Everybody's here today, man. This is phenomenal.
It's good. It's like the All-Pro. It's like the All-Star game.
It is. It's the All-Star game. It's the All-Madden team here today. I'm loving it.
I'm telling you, man, if we just throw a home run contest in here or something, it'll be just
I don't know if it's
like the baseball All-Star break. Yeah, Derpy, go ahead.
I don't know if it's the All-Star game because the All-Star game sucked last night.
That's true.
This show's actually good.
The National League did lose the game last night. American League does win 4-0. Pirates back at it on Friday, 7-10 at Cleveland. Let's get back on the board here. Cody says, this Finch, it's been a while since I seen your teeth. And what this joke is was the teethy video, the toothy video that you put up talking about being in Vegas. And it was a lot of teeth. And
I don't know why. And they immediately attacked me in the comments. They're like, teeth, what's going on? Teeth. They started calling me teeth. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
It was a toothy video, and we loved it. It was all good.
I was a little close on the face there because I was drunk. I was walking.
I was able to count how many individual nose hairs I could see.
And you know what? It's good because here we are still 3 months away ago talking still about it. So it was good for the show. Let's move forward here. Let's go to Corey. Corey, don't drink that says this. You guys look different. You shaved, got younger. That's what it is. Of course, referring to the entrance. Let's go here to Cody. Cody says, Derpy, show us your knockers. As soon as Derpy walks through the door already with the knockers, go ahead, Derps.
Funny, before the show, I said the same thing.
He says, don't tempt me. And you know what? They tempt him now. I see on the nerdy show sometimes. They tease. They do tease him. Fish, please. My fucking God. This is 1000. I can't take it. Let's go down. Let's go right here. Derpy here asks something here. Seems like somebody maybe that came over from your page. He says, Derpy Entertainment, what is your thoughts on the Batman 2 delay until February 28th? Derpy, go ahead and answer the young person.
Please do.
I believe it's a better movement. Like it's better for the movie because it's a snow. It takes place during the snow, and February's mostly cold and snowy. So that's my opinion on that.
All right, there you go. There you go, Hunter. Glad that you're here. Glad to see you on the terrible board. Let's continue. Corey says at Finch, how was your summer with the kiddos? Finch, again, you kind of covered that at the beginning. We'll continue just to kind of keep things going.
It's been nice. Let's just say that. It's been a good time.
That's awesome. Cody says this, since Derpy is running the show, does that mean the intro might be a few hours long?
Probably because Derpy fell asleep and forgot to click the button to end the song.
All right, I got you.
That's why the intro
That's
just
true.
keeps playing over and over because he's just.
Didn't he do something at the live that we all did together too? He did something with the songs. I can't remember what the hell he did, but
I
there's
just
always
remember him falling asleep all the time on the Sunday reviews.
he's
so.
definitely not DJ Derpy. I know that.
MC Derp.
MC Derp. Let's go here. Let's go to Jen. Always great seeing Jen. Jen's Derpy. Mike, everybody knows Jen. Congratulations. I'm just checking in and wishing you the best. I have a doctor's appointment in physical therapy.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of you guys. Great accomplishment.
Yes.
Jen, we thank you so much, and we do hope and you are in our thoughts because Jen's been dealing with some medical issues, and it is all getting taken care of, and she's on the road to recovery. So always great to have you, Jen. We wish you the best, and look forward to the great future that we all have, and we'll all have to hear together on the show. Always great seeing Jen. Let's continue down here on the board. I'm going to come to right here where Corey, don't drink that, says take care, Jen. Cody says Mike looks a lot skinnier. Mike looks a lot skinnier, and the funny thing was Derpy was Mike.
Who said that?
Who do you think?
Was that Cody?
It was Cody.
He's on the list.
Like
He's on the list.
He's been on the list. He's
Just made the
permanently
list.
on the list. Like I literally contacted YouTube. I have Cody's IP addresses. I know where you live, sir. I forwarded them to them. They said he would no longer be here, and yet here he is once again. YouTube.
Oh, Cody,
On a whole
you better
nother
sign
list.
up for a Surfshark attack or Surfshark service or something, dude. You got the IPs.
I'm hunting Cody.
Send him
down.
to Cambodia. Sign up. Get yourself a Surfshark account.
I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him.
Let's continue. Let's go right here. Let's go to Bingo. Bingo says this. He says, all right, okay. It's all right with the world. I agree with you, sir. I do agree. You know what? The board and ourselves, we will fix this world. We'll fix it together. I don't know how. I don't know when, but we'll fix it.
We fixed it when we came on the screen and got these two schlubs out of the way. I mean, these two fine.
I don't know.
Where they belong.
I mean, you guys invited us.
The guys,
so-
I gotta be honest with you. These guys get my all-star votes any day. I always love to talk to the guys.
Finally, an all-star after all these years.
You got
After all these years of riding the bench.
Hey, you know what? Let's continue. Let's go to Jen. Jen says, thank you. It's been a journey. You got this, sister. You got
Yep,
this.
you're good, Jen.
Absolutely.
We're here for you.
Can't wait to get back to the season. I know you can't wait to get back to football season. It's right around the corner. We are almost there. Corey says, wait, that was fake? AI host? Shaking my head. Cody says this. We thought Vegas from Scottsdale kidnapped you.
That's a good one.
Bingo, we did catch this one. He says Finchy still has both of his kidneys. Successful Vegas trip. Sick Jones.
Right.
What's up, Sick? Great seeing Sick back on the board as
Yeah.
well.
Sick.
Sick says,
I told you
what's
it's an
up?
all-star show.
It is an
Everybody's
all-star
here.
show.
It's
It
like
is.
Smash Ultimate up in here. Everybody's here.
If we weren't all white guys, perhaps we could have a slam dunk contest, but that's not happening.
We can still have
either.
that contest. It just won't be very good. We'll have to lower the hoop to like 6 feet.
Get the little
Yes.
kitty plastic hoop.
Yes.
Well, yeah, exactly. We'll all be pulling hamstrings trying to jump up.
Ain't that the truth? Let's go right here. Bingo, I'm sorry. Six says this. Well, what's up? Congrats on the 1,000 episodes. How you doing this morning? Very good. We're doing well. Sick. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. Great to see you on the board as always. Somber says, howdy, Finster. Howdy, the Derpster and the Finster in the house. Stack show today, guys. You just want to say anything to Somber?
Good to see you, buddy.
Don't make me take out my knocker sober.
Jesus Christ.
The fuck, Derpy?
Corey,
Little
don't
sex
drink
fiend.
that. Says this. He says, how you liking those dongs? Not monetarily, but sexually. Derpy, you did. I forgot to announce it yesterday. You did. We're giving you away. We're giving you away 50,000 Vietnamese dongs. That is the currency in Vietnam. That is their equivalent to our dollar. And I don't have 50
Fun fact.
Yes.
Fun fact. Derpy
Please.
just this morning ate 50,000 ding dongs for breakfast.
So now maybe you could get more Derpy, but I just want to say the exchange value, $1 equals 25,000 Vietnamese dong. So 50,000 Vietnamese dong coming your way today via Cash App. That will be yours. A grand total of $1.80. Let's go down. Let's see what else is going on the board. Hey,
I'll throw in the extra 20 cents and make it 2 even for you.
You know, hey, there you go.
I got 2 dimes in the other room for you, bud.
I am all about it. I am all about it, Derpy. You have 50,000 dongs coming at you, so I hope you're excited. Be ready for that.
Sounds like Mike's. Sounds like a dream for Mike.
Very much.
What, 50,000 dongs? No,
or even just one Vietnamese dong would probably do you over.
No, the dongs did not.
You love you long time?
No, I'm done with the dongs. The dongs did not want me. The dongs wanted Derpy. I'm done with the dongs.
That's fair.
Derpy got mad dongs. Let's continue on. Let's go right here to Sick. Sick Jones says this: Derpy and Finch better and get ready to get high. Is November 1st. Sick Jones coming across the country for a football game, and he's bringing his Washington weed with him. He says this: Derpy and Finch better be ready. Get ready for November 1st, motherfuckers.
November 1st. No, yeah, let's do that. I'm down. Let's be friends.
Finch heard weed and said, "I'm in."
It doesn't even need to be about that, but I mean,
no.
I mean, you know,
you heard the weed and you're like, "I'm there."
Hey, I just like to make friends. Okay.
He says this. He says, "Can't wait to watch the best team beat the shit out of the shit stains. Here we fucking go." Sick Jones, always great to see you. Always great to see Sick Jones on the terrible board. Corey says, "Crazy. I've been here 3 years already. How crazy is that, Corey?" You do again. You guys are all turning in. A lot of people are turning in to OGs, and we will address that accordingly after the break. Finch, yeah.
You guys wouldn't have done this show for 5 whole years if you didn't have fun. And it wouldn't be nearly as fun if we didn't have these wonderful commenters who show up every single day, for every single week, for every single month, for every single year. So a part of the 1,000 goes to these guys and girls, Jennifer and Ty and Vegas and Corey and everybody else, the people I'm missing.
You know what the worst part? You know what the worst part about doing what you just did? You have to mention every single guest that's ever been on this board, because you know what? There's somebody, and usually it's Cody. So you did mention him, so you got him covered at least. But somebody's going to come at you hard. I guarantee.
I literally was just reading down the last few people, the last few people that commented. I didn't bother scrolling up.
You forgot Tortilla.
Tortilla.
You're done.
You're done. Tortilla, definitely. You're top.
And Sosh.
It's Sosh.
Yeah, I know. There's so many. I missed
Sosh and Lindsay.
So you're going to catch it somewhere.
Lindsay, okay, yeah.
You're going to catch it
We're
somewhere.
Building bridges, not walls.
I do want to say that you see on the terrible board that Somber sent something. He sent you and Derpy a gift, of course, on the board. He sent the happy poop for the guys.
Golden turd, very nice.
Golden turd.
Golden turd, Korok style.
Let's go down. Let's go right here to Cody. Cody says Mike's a Penn State fan. His whole life is hell every day.
You're not wrong.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Wait, I thought you transferred.
Oh yeah, didn't you transfer to like Toledo or some shit?
Indiana Hoosiers. Get it right.
Speaking of which, I've been watching Squeege, Squeege TV on here. He does this thing on YouTube where he pretends to be the quarterback on the new college game. It's actually really fucking cool.
Great.
I sit there and I watch it. It's really good. Like, he does the interviews, and then he like does the game, like he plays the game on the PlayStation or whatever, and then he like does the halftime interview as himself as the quarterback, and he's like on the career mode, like he's going through the whole thing.
That's hilarious.
It's pretty cool. Check it out.
Talented. Yeah, he's funny.
It's Toledo, and it's like fucking great.
It is. It's interesting. He puts a lot of work into it, and it's very interesting. If you like football, Tyrone, my man.
Tyrone.
Some say Finch is the GOAT. Some say JP is the GOAT. But not me. I always say that Ty is the GOAT. I will never change my opinion there, Ty. Always great to see you. He says JPJ, the GOAT. He says Finch, the GOAT. Everybody, there is Ty. Finch.
Thank you, Ty. You are the true GOAT.
Jen says swamp ass. I don't know what that was referring to, but
it had to be something with Derpy. It just had to.
I couldn't wait to get to it when I see it. I do know that. Cody says this. He says Mike doesn't get exhausted talking about Deontay Johnson. That's true. That is true.
Hey, we're moving forward. Not unlike Deontay, we're not going back.
Mike just he can't keep Johnsons out of his mouth. That's all there is to it.
Hey,
I thought I'm done with the Dongs, not the Johnsons.
I don't even know how to take that. Let's continue forward. Let's go here to Kevin. Always great seeing Kevin on the board. He says, "Hey, Yinzers, what's up, Kev? Always great seeing you back on the board, my friend. Hope everything is well for you. Welcome to the show. It is great to see you. We are heading into another hot day. My phone literally says 103 degrees Everybody I talked to says something different. They said, well, mine only says 99, like it even matters. But again, to open my phone and see 103 degrees is absolutely insane, Finch.
I have a thermometer on the back porch, and it said 99 about an hour ago.
And that's still early.
Yeah, and it's in the shade, by the way. It is shaded thermometer, and it's reading 99 about an hour ago.
I was just standing at work, and I was just sweating. I was beat red. Like, my boss had to go grab a cooling towel for me so I could wrap it around my head and stuff. It was just hot.
It's that kind of day.
Yeah, it's just
been
muggy.
That kind of month. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it's been ridiculous here.
Yeah,
the last
our drivers.
So.
Yeah, our drivers were just standing around, before their shift starts. They were just talking. You're just seeing people just stand there wiping sweat. Yeah, it's a scorcher when you're just sitting in a building sweating.
Absolutely, man. I don't envy you. That is, again, this may be the hottest. This might be the hottest. I do want to jump forward to, I do see a super chat, and I do want to say a major thank you to Vegas. Thank you so much, sir. $20 on the super chat today. Let me get over here. And I got to like this. It's like, I can't go any further.
That's fancy.
Without liking it.
Oh, that's cool.
There we go. You know what Vegas is saying? Use that for sunscreen. I'm thinking something more in line of some kind of.
That's our alert for a super chat is the I hate everything.
And the funny thing is, I was talking about Mike's equipment. I was talking about taking the money and putting it back into Mike's equipment. And as I was, Mike, of course, wasn't paying attention, and things were flying across the screen. But Mike, I think that maybe perhaps we look at microphones perhaps over the vacation.
Ooh, maybe.
If you could find one
some suggestions.
Could you find one, Finch, that doesn't turn off and on, that can stay on the whole time so he doesn't forget every time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll look around. I'll find some eBay links for sure.
Absolutely.
Best.
Let's continue on the board, Finch, and I will certainly keep up with you on the recommendations. Let's go right here. Gang in the house, big baby. Tyrone, my man, always great seeing you. Corey says, I ain't dunking on anyone, so curb your expectations and your enthusiasm, as Corey and Larry David say. Let's go here to Vegas. He says, Finch, King Derp, what's up, everybody? There's Vegas, guys. Let's go here to Tater. Even Tater. Tater in the house today. Tater says, hey, congrats on the 1,000 show. And I got to make an announcement, guys. I don't know if you know or not, Finch and Derpy. Tater is transplanted his fandom. He is not a Browns fan anymore. No. It's true. This happened on the show. He literally.
Are we allowed to accept this?
We are. He literally he changed over to the San Francisco 49ers. So from here on out, at least till he might change again, I don't know. But as of right now, Tater is a 49er fan.
I mean,
fun fact: Browns fans from 1989 did the same thing. They all became Niners fans, and then those people became Broncos fans, and then they became Patriots fans, and then they became Chiefs fans, and now they're Patriots fans again.
Seahawks, Seahawks maybe in there as well. Yes.
There was like 2 years there where they said they kind of liked the Steelers, but they didn't really actually like the Steelers. And then they went back to being Patriots fans again. So, yeah, enjoy your bandwagon there, Tater. But at least you got off of the Browns bandwagon. Yes. That's the true accomplishment. Because as a Pirates fan, I understand what it's like to support a really shitty franchise for a very long time. And but you know what? You got more balls than me. I can't give up on the Pirates, but you gave up on the Browns. And you know what? Kudos to you.
I mean,
and you know what? He is European. That can't be easy. You know what I mean? So,
have we ever asked him who his favorite favorite soccer team is?
I don't know.
Or if he even follows soccer or football. I don't know if he does.
He's gone off on whole rants about it during the World Cup.
And I'm sure he's been watching World Cup. Yeah.
That's
a conversation for another day, Tater.
Absolutely. Finchy, what's Derpy good, man?
I was just going to say it's not much of a difference because he choking out of the Super Bowl, or like not even getting to the Super Bowl. Now it's just choking in the Super Bowl.
I know. At least they can get there now, but it is true. It's true. It is a fact. Tater did. He defected and went to San Francisco. Let's continue on the board. Somber says a mild case of derpalepsy. A little derpalepsy.
Derpalepsy.
I like it.
Yes.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's narcolepsy, but from Eastern Ohio.
Yes, it's exactly what it is. I do want to say welcome to Somber in the house, all the way from Los Angeles, California, baby. California knows how to party.
California. Knows
Knows
how
how
to
to party. Yes,
party.
they do. In
Oh,
the
In the
city.
city of Compton. All right, back to the show. Sorry.
Summer says this is
Tupac
going
tangent.
on, Tyrone. Absolutely. I was feeling it too, baby. Vegas says, how did the Pirates not have one all-star on offense when they lead the league? It's the JPJ. Same thing. I mean, anything where you have to vote players in. There is that element anymore. The best people probably aren't going to get in. And as you said, the Pirates have the best offense in the whole league. Nobody scored more runs. Nobody. And they were the worst to end the season last year. They were first at the halfway through point through this season, and still only Braxton Ashcraft is the only one that Paul Skeens gets in. He says he wasn't going to pitch. Ashton comes in as the relief, and he didn't pitch as well. But it is a very good question. It's a wonderful question, Vegas. But my answer to it is it's the Peasy effect. Why isn't Peasy getting all the accolades? Why isn't he getting all the attention? He doesn't got it yet, and I don't know what puts you over that hump. But once somebody gets it, it's hard to shake it. Guys like Paul Skeens, who had a not so great season, he easily made it to the All-Star game. So a lot of time it is reputation opposed to your current performance.
What you did last year. It's what you did the last couple of years, and sometimes it goes the other way. Sometimes guys get in, and you see it a lot in football. You'll see a guy like, and I hate to bring him up, but TJ Watt, the guy got into the, he was an All-Pro a couple of years ago when he didn't have a really great season, but he had a really great season the year before. And it's like, well, does he really, should he be there over some of these other people? Not just him. He's the first person I think of, but it goes both ways. But it always seems to be that, like, what did you do last year to be the All-Star this year? You know what I mean? When it comes to the voting. And
then there's guys, Finch, that just, once they get the nod, they don't ever not get it ever again. They're just going to be an All-Star the rest of their career.
They're going to be an All-Star no matter what. Like, there were years where Antonio Gates would hurt his knee in like game 4 of the season and not play for 10 weeks and somehow is an All-Pro. And you're like, yeah, sure, he's one of the greatest of all time, but how the hell is this dude an All-Pro over, so-and-so in Baltimore or Pittsburgh or wherever? So that's a big part of it too. And that's probably why Skeens is in there. Everybody saw how amazing he's been.
Absolutely.
And then this year he's not laying an egg, but he's not as good as he was. He's also not getting all the support and stuff that he needs. But
and also another thing about that, Finch, is Brandon Lauer, our second baseman, has the best hitting numbers for a second baseman. He wasn't the All-Star game.
Yeah, he'll probably win the Silver Slugger this year, and he didn't make the All-Star game. Like, what's the freaking, like, why even have the All-Star game if you're not going to put the best players in it?
The All-Star games are turning into a disaster anymore.
I have a theory.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it was in Philly.
You know what? That crossed my mind at one point, but I just don't know. Here's the thing: if it was the Penguins or something that was a big old rivalry, the thing is the Phillies are not even a rivalry at all. We play them 6 times.
Haven't been for 40 years. Yeah,
but it's a good thought though, because they are petty in Philly. Tom Petty.
It's true. Very Tom Petty. Yes.
They just wanted to see Libby Dunn at the All-Star game. That's it. Let's just be right here.
Absolutely. Speaking of things that people want to see, Vegas says knockers. Vegas says knockers. Also, Vegas says don't blame me. Tyrone says love this show, and we love you too, Ty.
Don't know what happened, Finch, but you're back.
I got disconnected for like a split second, but I'm back. All right.
Let's go right here. Let's go to Corey. Corey says it's the Steelers, only Steelers pod. It sticks to the facts. No clickbait, no bullshit. The shock value. Other podcasters Chase is here in the comments section. Other hosts ignore comments unless you pay, which I hate that. I watch shows that do that as well. And as a matter of fact, I hate the shows that are just so driven on gimme. It's all about gimme. Do this for me. Push these. At the end of the show, I do say that, and if people want to do it, that's awesome. If not, it's fine. But there's shows that literally they drive on that, and it drives me crazy. Why am I watching you? I'm watching you for you to beg me for something. At the end of the day, that's kind of been something that we did from the top. I said I'm not going to get involved with that. I'm just not going to do it. That's not a good show. But even if it is a good show, I think that it is a quality that certainly demeans the show a little bit. But I do want to say this, though. There is another special return today. Let's all take a look to my left here. Vanilla Thunder in the Heezy for the big 1000th episode.
Big 1000, brother. I don't know how we did it. I don't know how that other little dude that was sitting here, how he made it. He's just sitting here just, Deontay Johnson. Brother, no one cares about Deontay Johnson running backwards. We're all here about Tiny Hands Kenny Pickett.
Yes.
And damn straight, brother, you give us money, that's cool. We love you. We appreciate you. We still going to read your comments. If you don't Donate because we ain't like those others, brother. We the real deal. Got that right, Corey.
The relevant real deal, Holyfield. Let's go to Patrick Olson in the house, baby. What's up, Pat? Always great seeing you back. And he sent the Unk Alert with the 440 joules. Thank you so much, Patrick. Always great seeing you. And again, a big appreciation to you, sir, for the recognition. We thank you. You are a superstar in our eyes.
I have a question for Vanilla
Yeah,
Thunder.
Derpy, what's up? Derpy, I want Derpy.
Are you related to Jennings Dunker, Vanilla Thunder?
Brother, just because I have a beautiful mane and Dunker has a beautiful mane does not mean we're related. That's kind of anti-woke of you, Derpster. I thought you were better than that. Just because everyone has long hair doesn't mean we all look the same. We're all related, brother.
Let's go. I want to just go.
But you know, a mane appreciates a great mane.
Speaking of the main, Corey, I want to go to the top of the board real quick. Corey says, Mike, you look like Cactus Jack. Dude came in as Nick Foley and came back as Dude Love.
Corey, I just wanted to let you know Nick Foley stole that gimmick from me. Not stole, more or less, I was the inspiration for the gimmick, okay?
What the wrestlers that don't work out.
Damn straight, brother. Hey, we're the ones still living. We're the ones still kicking, brother.
You got this.
To the greats.
Let's go to Cody. Cody says, I'm a wonderful commenter. You are a wonderful commenter, Cody, and we always appreciate you and everything that you bring to the show and to the board, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Hey, Cody, you're number one in my book. I don't know why Mike's a fucking hater. The guy has issues.
Let's check
he's
out.
got issues, yeah.
Let's go to Patrick. Patrick says, congratulations on the 1,000th. We thank you so much, Patrick. Again, we appreciate you. As always, we really, truly, honestly do. One thing I do want to say, Vegas right on the top here says the Yinzer. That is one thing about the that Squeege TV does, because he's a redhead, and everything that he does, and however he does it, he somehow inserts the announcers' voices onto his games. And they're like, it's real funny shit. It's like he runs to the left, and you hear the announcer go, "Watch that Yinzer go," or watch that Ginger go. And there's like curse words in there and everything else. Check it out, dude. It's really entertaining. Again, Squeege TV. Get to the fucking end zone, you Ginger. Just weird shit like this that you'll hear randomly while watching his production. Good stuff. Go check out the Squeege. I do also want to Derpy's Aunt Peaches.
The legend herself.
Oh yeah.
Is a legend herself, and she is here, guys. If you could even believe that, it is a big day. Hi, Peaches. Great seeing you.
Peaches.
Always great seeing Peaches.
Been a while, Peaches.
You know the number. You know the truck lot to show up in, too, sister.
Vegas, always great seeing you, sir. Thank you so much, my man. Greatly appreciated. And as I always say, we'll go back into the show. I can promise you that. He says use it for sunscreen or on Mike's head. We're going to need a little bit more than that if we're going to shoot for that. But again,
this is a beacon, a shining light on the hill.
Kevin says it's going to be 97 in Central Virginia today.
Yeah.
97 in the center of the vagina. What are we talking about here now?
Hey, could you bring Mike back?
Yeah, brother. I'm thinking the same thing. I got a little alert in the headset.
Sounds like Thunder needs to go visit a lot lizard and have a beer or something. Yeah.
Or the masseuse up in Cleveland or something. Let's go here. Let's go, Ty. Hey, Cody, my brother. Always great seeing these guys. Six says, hell yeah, I'm definitely going to bring some great tree. Can't wait to meet y'all. Taking a home game where are the best fans of the best football team ever. And we couldn't agree with you more on the latter part. And we also cannot wait to meet you, sir. Sick in the house. Let's go to Patricia. Hey, it's Patricia. I'm sorry, Patrick. That's not Patricia. Why did I think that was? I apologize.
You've been talking to the guy for
I've been talking to him for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I'm retarded. Patrick, I'm sorry. And he's complimenting us.
This is how you treat the people who say nice things to us. I'd hate to see what you'd say to the people who diss us.
I'm so sorry. I thought it was. What a dork. But thank you, Patrick. I really, really enjoyed and thankful for the comment. That was good stuff, and we do appreciate it. And I apologize about that. You're not Patricia at all. Let's go to Mark Malone, the man, the myth, the mustache in the house. He said it's been average heat. It's been average heat for Mark Malone so far. Derpy and Finch, there's Mark Malone.
Mark, welcome back.
Welcome back. They've been here. He's been here. You haven't been here. Derpy hasn't been
Welcome
here.
back to my life.
Okay, there you go.
Same.
Doesn't mean he doesn't deserve a welcome.
And what
Oh, no. We're having technical difficulties today.
It wouldn't be.
This always happens when it's the four of us.
It would not be an episode of the Two Dumb Yinzers if someone did not get kicked out of the room.
You know what? I hope that's not a precursor for this week because again, 103 according to my thermometer. It's supposed to be here today according to my app. 101 tomorrow, 99 and 99 the following 2 days. So let's just hope that the power blink or whatever the hell that was isn't a precursor to what we're going to see. Of course, losing the power a couple of weeks ago was hell.
I was just going to ask you, were you guys affected by that power outage a couple of weeks ago?
We were 26 straight
that
hours.
Was where you were, yeah. Yeah, we did. Unfortunately, or fortunately, at our house here, we did not have it out for more than an hour or so. But where I work not too far from where you live, and our power at work was good. But our customers, a lot of them were coming in and sitting in our AC for a long time. It was definitely one of those kind of situations.
You can say it's kind of a relaxing environment in there where you work, and I don't mind sitting in there myself sometimes and just sitting down, having a bite to eat. Good place.
BS.
Let's go down here. Let's go. And I do apologize, Patrick. And I know you said it's okay on the board, but I do apologize. I feel bad. And we do have a Patricia. I know we have a Patricia.
We do.
I think it's Miss Pittsburgh.
I do. Yeah.
I think it's Miss Pittsburgh. And I did see her not that long ago on a baseball channel that I do watch. Let's see, Finch. Okay, awesome. That is so cool. We do got you on that, Finch. We're going to have Finch for a couple more minutes. So let me try to grab a couple messages here for him, and then we will talk to him. And he does have to run. So let's check out what's going on. Mark Malone's been average heat here. Cody says, what it do, Ty? Conor McGregor, trash. Cody says this. He says, I really thought Tater was derpy this whole time. And he's not unbelievably a derpy. That's
honestly never thought of that, but that's a good conspiracy theory.
Absolutely. And there he is. It is derpy. And coincidentally, Tater was here as well at the same time. But was a good theory. Tyrone, maybe we'll have Corey. Corey could look into it and see what he could figure out of Corey.
I smell an episode.
Me too.
Don't take that.
Let's go to Ty. Ty says it's okay. San Fran still sucks. Six says I have emailed a few comedy clubs in Pittsburgh to see if I could get a stand up. Absolutely, man. There's always openings up here.
And there's also a lot of them do open mics, dude. Just show up.
Yep.
Just show up and sign up. You will get on stage. You'll get 5 to 10 minutes at most of the comedy clubs around here without issue. It's not like they're jammed up.
And he says, hopefully you guys are fucking ready for me. He says, I'm ready for Pittsburgh.
You tell me when, and I'll be there, man. You tell us when, and we will find a way. We'd love to come see you.
That is in November, when he does make it in for the game.
Yes.
Vegas says this, weak sauce, no kudos. Tyrone says this. He says, Finch, after they hired that coach and traded Smiles Carrot, he turned his papers in. That Tater, he was gone.
He was gone quick. He was gone that day.
I do want to just jump to the top real quick because Finch isn't going to be here much longer. I know Derpy does have to cut at some point too. Lindsay in the house. I see Lindsay. I see Richard. A couple names there at the top. If you guys want to say hey to them.
Hey guys, Lindsay, Rich, what's up? Good to see y'all.
Let's go down here. Let's go to Cody. Cody says this. He says somber for East Los Angeles. Kevin says I'm a lifelong Indians Guardians fan. Derpy, there you go. There is somebody else. There is another one.
Maybe 1 year we'll win it.
Listen, and this
won't suffer longer than the Pirates have.
Listen to this.
Boom.
I do want to say this, and I think the Cleveland Indians are going to beat us because for reasons, and I don't think we're going to sweep them by any means. But we have scored, Finch, get this, 131 more runs than the Cleveland Guardians so far this year. 131. Indians guys are one game better than we are.
I don't think the Pirates scored 131 runs all season last year, so that's very impressive.
They are just behind where they were at last year for the entire season. So many historical numbers with this season. So again, it's crazy. Like you said, none of these guys made the All-Star team. It's truly beyond me what's going on. But again, these All-Star games and teams anymore. Let's continue though. Let's go right here to Kevin. I'm sorry, we did get Kevin on that, man. He is a lifelong Indians Guardians fan. Kevin, congratulations on your 1,000. My man, always great seeing Richard Jankowski on the board. I hope you're having a good summer. I hope you're having a good off season. We're ready to get back into it. As 12 days from now, we will be back in full force with lots of rest under our belts and ready to get into this 2026 campaign for the Steelers. So much coming up down the pike. Vegas, he says this, you guys are part of the 1%. Now we are. Finch, Derpy, I don't know if you know this, but podcast by volume, by numbers, If you did reach 1,000 shows, you are in the top 1% of shows.
That's the first time
That's
I've been
pretty
considered
sweet.
1% of anything. So
Yeah.
that's congratulations, guys.
Yes,
Being the
we
top.
appreciate everybody, all you guys. And this is accredited to the board, to you, everybody. This is way bigger than us, believe me. Let's continue on. Let's go to Vegas. We appreciate that, sir. We are in the top 1%. Finch 100. Tyrone also says this. I was happy. Chase Burns and Sal Stewart made it, but I gave up on the Reds this year. You know what? It's such a competitive division. That's the toughest thing. You're the division. The four other teams in the division, Ty, they're all at least the furthest team out from the playoffs is the Pirates, who's 2 games out of the wild card spot. That's a division right there. This could be anybody sitting in the basement. It really could be anybody at this point. So stick with it. The Reds are going to be just fine. We'll get back to hating the Reds next year. Let's get to Vegas. He says Bill Burr was right about Philadelphia fans. I'm not sure what Bill says, but that sounds right to me.
He pretty much just calls them a bunch of whiny baby assholes.
Oh.
Yeah, and
So,
he was like,
he's right.
you guys haven't won anything. You had to build a statue to a fictional character.
That's right for Rocky. Yeah.
Was it Bill Burr that said that? I've heard that joke before.
It was great too because they were all booing him and heckling him. Then he started ripping on him, and then they just started cheering.
He went completely aggro on stage. He had a complete meltdown on stage, and he just talks like 10 minutes of complete shit on Philadelphia. It's classic.
It's great too, and like they start cheering him on. They're fucking loving it. Like they're getting roasted. Like he ain't wrong.
Listen, now I'm really ready to hang myself.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm looking at this next message, and it's Patrick again, and he says, "I'd rather watch the show than Pat McAfee."
Hell yeah!
That's a big compliment.
That's a huge compliment.
And then
Patricia.
Hey, Patricia. I do apologize. You know what? This is when you know me. I'm psychotic. I'm going to think about the whole entire all vacation.
This is all I'm going to hear from you.
Does Patrick hate us? Does he hate us?
That's all I'm going to hear. Do you think he hates us? He said he's okay. Is it okay? I'm just going to bro.
I couldn't get through this show without doing it. I couldn't do it without sticking my foot in my mouth, and I will pay for it. I promise you.
I'm going to wake up before work, and Ryan's just going to be standing over me like, do you think
that
he
is
hates
not
us?
going to happen. I promise you that.
Do you think he hates us? And I'll be like, why are you naked?
Let's go to Tyrone. He says, Vanilla Thunder. The Thunder. Corey Don't Drink That says, Mike, we did get the Cactus Jack. Mark Malone, grow the natural scarlet, man. Just grow it. Mike says he can't, but I think he can.
Can't do it. Like, I haven't cut my hair in probably 2 months, and it's already killing me.
He said he hasn't gotten his haircut for 2 months.
This is too much. It's killing me.
Look at him. Just look at him.
Just look at it.
Let's go right here, and then we're going to start. I think people are going to start heading out because again, they do have.
No, I lagged out. I'm good.
Oh, okay. I know the Finch is all. I do know he is on a time though. Let's go right here. Vegas says the Ginger Yinzer. Let's go down here to Corey. Corey says just be careful. Mike McFoley got beat up a lot for that. He was the first non-binary. He self-identified as whoever he wanted, whenever he wanted.
McFoley's goddamn icon. He's my hero.
That's why he's a Hall of Famer.
He is a legend. Couple here by Tyrone. Ty says this. So Derpy, I see you in other chats being so negative. This is a report that I keep getting back that I see. Derpy's always such a negative Nelly when it comes to the Steelers. And Derpy, what's your thoughts on just the state of the Steelers as we speak?
I like the off-season moves. I just didn't like the draft outcome and the coach.
Is it because we drafted a Penn State quarterback? Is it because we drafted a Penn State quarterback?
That's exactly why.
I know it is.
Exactly why it is.
I know it is.
In the third round when he shouldn't be in the third round.
I agree.
I can't wait till the Steelers cut Will Howard.
If they wouldn't have got Will Howard last year and Drew Aller this year, Derpy would be just fine. He would be just fine.
Not to mention we have a 63-year-old coach.
All
That's
right.
obese.
Interesting take.
Andy Reid's our coach.
Interesting take.
I like how Derpy says and obese and then leans back and you see his whole big old gut.
Isn't that the pot calling the kettle black there, Derpy?
Kevin, 1,000 shows.
Come on.
Thank you, Kevin. Always great hearing from you, sir. And then there's Patrick again, says it's all good, but I'm a nut, and I'm sure that let me move forward before I really overdo it. And stick my foot in my mouth again. Let's go here to Kevin A. Tyro and everybody exchanging pleasantries. Richard also, Mike Richard Jankowski sent a Unk alert. I do want to say thank you for the Unk alert by Richard.
Unk alerts today.
Go on.
I'm not even really sure what this means, but I'm starting to think it's a stab. Let's continue along. Let's go here to Vegas. He says, "Do you have dispensaries in the Burgh?" We do not. It's not. It's
Yes,
not
we
legal.
Yes, they're all medical.
Yeah,
they're
right.
all medical.
We're not actually legal here. So if you want anything legally, you could go right across the border in Ohio.
Yep.
But we do have dispensaries for medical. So I'm not sure if that's what you were asking. Let's go to Patrick. Patrick says 102 in Vacayville, California.
Whew.
That is crazy, man. That's what they're saying we're supposed to get today.
Yeah.
Mark Malone says, "Fuck." Lindsay, always great seeing Lindsay in the house. Mark Malone says, "Don't heckle Dylan too bad, Finch."
Hey, Dylan was awesome. He put on a surprisingly good show, and he did not die. So it was a positive
He
experience.
put on a surprisingly good show.
The
And
dude's
did not
85.
die.
I
He
didn't think
sounds
he'd
like
be able to
this.
sing. Yeah, he sang Bob Dylan songs very well, I should say. He's not a good singer, obviously, but I mean, I've gone the last few years. I've seen a few of the aging rock stars live, and not very many of them performed as well as Bob Dylan did with his material. So big ups to that guy. Good for him. I hope he lives a little bit longer.
Yeah, 85. He did not die.
85.
I had him.
Yeah.
Like I grabbed him real quick that when I found out on the death pool, and you know what? I could have got Lindsey Graham, but I missed it entirely because of the Bob Dylan. So I mean, that's the risk you take.
Yeah.
If you make your pick, there's a whole lot of other people it could be. So
Yeah.
let's go right here. A couple more. And as I said, I do know that the guys do got a roll. Let me grab right here where Kevin says JPJ and Dean, who each have 3 interceptions this year, in my opinion. You know what? It's possible. I hope they do. And you know what? Different scheme, different coordinator, different coach, and some more help, some different faces in the secondary, namely, who am I thinking? Like the other cornerback. Why is it not coming to me? Jamal Dean.
Jamal Dean.
Yeah.
So hopefully that all plays together and helps the guys produce turnovers. Kevin says Peyton Wilson will have a great have the green dot and outplay Queen this season is what he's saying. He's going to outplay Queen and have the green dot. We want to thank you, Lindsay. Lindsay says congrats.
I think I lost you.
Oh,
Okay, we're back.
There's Finch. All right, let me grab 3 more, and then I'm going to start. I will start getting Finch ready. Corey, don't drink that. JP will have the most interceptions in the league this year. If he doesn't, you know what? That would certainly make things interesting. If he has a big interception season, wouldn't it? If he doesn't get paid before that, then he'll reset the market and be playing somewhere else in 27. Pay the man.
That's what I was about to say. He might not want to play if he doesn't get paid.
Tyrone. Tyrone says, agreed. Don't drink that. Just give him his 4-year 120 now. Corey says that Ty, right? Don't wait until he asks for the 150 for 4-year 150 mil. Tyrone, exactly. They got 2 weeks to get it done before camp. And I'm going to go right here to Vegas and say Derpy and Mike are going on a hike on Brokeback Mountain with their followers from the challenge. You know what? I like this. I like this a lot, guys. I do want to say, though, I do know that Finch does have some prior engagements today. I do want to say thank you so much, Finch, for stopping by and being with us for this special day. We wouldn't have it any other way, my friend. Again, we look forward to many great shows ahead this season, and hope everything's going good for you, buddy.
Everything is going great. I can't wait to get back into it here. Once things slow down with life in the next few weeks, I will be more available again to be back, and it'll be just in time for football. So I'm looking forward to that. I've been catching the show here and there, a couple days a week. I pop in, listen to 10, 15 minutes and stuff. So it's good to see that you guys are still cranking. You're better than ever recently. Just so you guys know that. Congratulations. Thousands a lot.
That wasn't to you, Mike.
And yeah, to all you guys, including Derpy. And I miss you guys, the crew on the board. They always say very nice things. Sorry, I'm getting choked up. They always say really nice things to me and about me, and they call me the GOAT and all this stuff. And I'm not the GOAT, but it's really nice to see that. And it's that sort of camaraderie with the community that makes this channel a lot of fun to be a part of. So thanks to everybody. Happy 1,000.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate
it's a little
that.
Backwards, but whatever.
And again, they truly, honestly do, Finch. They ask about
really
both
do.
you
Makes
guys,
it fun.
and it's a special thing. So, thank you,
It
Finch.
feels good to be loved.
Absolutely, man. All right, my friend. Yeah, go ahead, Derpy.
I was just gonna say me and Finch might do some gaming here on the channel soon. So
All right.
Yeah, we've been chatting about getting back into doing that as well. It's something I've been missing out on this summer as well, is just keeping up with my hobbies. So I'm looking forward to getting back into it and hanging out and talking with you guys, my very good friends.
Absolutely. You know what? We will keep everybody
yeah.
posted on that as we find out any details for Finch and Derpy moving forward. But guys, again, thank you so much. We'll all be talking, of course, in the group chat, getting things situated for the upcoming season. We thank you so much for stopping by. Derpy, Finch, everybody. There they are. We'll see them, guys, real soon. Finch, Derpy, thank you so much
Later,
for being
guys.
here.
Thank you.
We'll see you
Later.
soon.
Peace out, Boy Scout.
Thanks, guys. All right, guys, there they go. Finch and Derpy on their way out the door. It was great to see them, as always. Always happy to see Finch and Derpy in the house. A few messages here. We're actually going to talk some Steelers, believe it or not, today as we are here. And again, this is what it's all about, talking about these Pittsburgh Steelers, our black, our gold, the team that we all love. And we got a lot to get into today, as a matter of fact, guys. Let me grab some more on the board. Let's go to Somber. Somber says, pay JPJ so Tyrone can get a good night's sleep. Tyrone hasn't slept in months. I know that. Ty, let's get that bill. Let's get that all figured out for you. I'm reading into the next message. I apologize. He says it's what made Bill famous. You have to watch it, Ryan. I will watch it. I do like Bill. You know me. I like race humor. I just do. I think it's funny, and I like a lot of Bill's race humor. He's good at the way he does it. And when he talks about going up his girlfriend's, I know that he's married now, but he talks in his stand-up about going up to his girlfriend's house that lived in Harlem is absolutely side busting. I laugh so fucking hard. But that's just me. I'm retarded. Let's go right here to Mark. Mark says this. I trade JPJ before he's exposed. Having Dean opposite him and playing in a non-Tomlin D is going to be a whole new thing for him. Mark Malone. Mark Malone. There it is, my man. It wouldn't be a day without Mark. Tyrone says this. He says, I don't sleep somber until it's done. I don't sleep until it's done. Mark says this. I cut my own hair the other day. Full blown hippie. I like it. My man. Vegas says, shave it all off. Let's go here to Ty. Says, Mark, nothing new for him. LOL. He's our best corner. Dean is DB2. You're not worried about him staying healthy or in this scheme too. Corey follows it up by saying, Mark, come on, bro, laugh my ass off. In reality, what do you not like about JPJ? I think I missed it. Not giving up touchdowns is a big deal. It is a big deal. But at the end of the day, I think Mark likes to have his fun too. And I get that. That's why I got to roll with the punches sometime. Mark is Mark. He's been Mark from day one. And, let's go right here. Let's go to Corey. Corey says, Mark, we did just get that one. I'm sorry. Mark says this. He says, I hate shaving. He says, don't want to add one more thing on top of my face and nuts. Let's grab a few more, and then we're getting into some Steeler topics here, guys. Tyrone says, Corey, that's why you my guy. Absolutely. Yeah, Kevin says Howard will be quarterback one. Rudolph will be cut, traded. I kind of am leaning toward that as well. Ultimately, when I stop to think about it, Kevin, that's just kind of where I'm at. Let's just say the backup isn't as experienced and seasoned as the one that we have. It's just time to move on, I think, and I think that's part of it. Because we have two young quarterbacks. Probably one is going to be the starter. More than likely, the other is going to be the backup moving forward, unless something crazy happens, Mike. I mean, unless we grab a Baker next year or grab something in the draft that makes the situation even more interesting.
Yeah, I just have a feeling it's going to come down to whether they want to keep Will Howard or Mason Rudolph to be the primary backup.
It just seems to me that I'm sorry to cut you. It just seems to me that it's still way too early because we've never even seen Will Howard play, for one. And Mason was already released and traded or whatever the hell happened to him by the Steelers. He's a veteran who's probably not going to be in the league much longer. I don't know how he's going to do his career. But at the end of the day, maybe just getting to the younger format is where they're going to start with the backup quarterback position. I ultimately kind of agree with what Kevin's saying. I'll be surprised if Mason Rudolph is the one that gets the job and Will Howard is not on this team.
Yeah, I can see that. But I just have a feeling like the owner wants to win. And if, he feels himself like, hey, Mason Rudolph, if something happens to Aaron, Mason's going to be the guy. He's like, hey, I'm the one owns the team. Figure out a way to keep him. And then you might keep 4 or keep him and like something happens to Howard. Like we haven't seen Will Howard play, so like I'm sure this coaching staff wants to see Will Howard play, even though he's not the quarterback they drafted. They still, hey, if he has something in him, they're going to want to keep him around to maximize his value and his talent. But it's going to be interesting this training camp and these preseason games to see how these guys play.
Absolutely. Again, very interesting. Like camp starts 2 weeks from today officially, and we're going to see all these battles play out. The quarterback battles between the young gentlemen. We're going to see the running backs fighting for the number 1 spot. We're going to see just so much different stuff coming up in this camp, and I know everybody's really excited about that, guys. I know that I sure am. I do want to say also, did you happen to catch the comparison that John Gruden made on Cam's show the other day? He compared Will Howard to Brad Johnson.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes me happier. I don't know. I don't know what
I like
because of all the Super Bowls that won, like there's about 3 or 4 of them that the quarterback really didn't do anything at all. And Brad Johnson in the Tampa Bay's first Super Bowl win would definitely be one because it seemed like all of their 50 whatever points came by the way of defense.
Yeah. And well, I don't know. John Gruden is also a guy who had a belief that Nathan Peterman could be a star quarterback in the NFL. So I take what he says with a huge mountain of salt. And I know a lot of people hang on Gruden's every word when it comes to quarterbacks, like he's some kind of quarterback guru. But really, his biggest quarterback guru moment was like, I got this stacked defense. I'm going to, and hey, Brad Johnson, don't go out there and throw interceptions, buddy. Be a Trent Dilfer for me. And that's really what it was. And now all of a sudden, it's quarterback guru. Like Rich Gannon was a good quarterback before John Gruden got there. So I just don't understand how Gruden's like this quarterback whisperer. I just don't get it.
Wait, who? I know.
He never really like maximized anyone's talent. Never like when you would watch them.
No, that's the thing.
Play, you'd be like,
great quarterback.
That's influenced by Gruden. This mechanic, this type of thing. No, you. Like McCarthy, you can go look at quarterbacks, the way they move, the way they play. That's from a Mike McCarthy training system.
Mike is going to make sure that he gets the point across that he does not like what John Gruden says about quarterbacks.
I'm sorry.
It's all good,
I had to listen to Derpy try and talk. Okay, I wanted to express myself a little bit.
I was happy to see him talk. I was happy to see him stay on the screen. I was happy to see him not fall asleep. All those things were really exciting.
At one point, he was sitting there with hang mouth, like.
He always got that.
And I was going to call it out, but I'm like, better not. I'll wait till he leaves to fuck with him.
Let's go right here. Let's go to Vegas. He says, if you have a medical marijuana card here, you can't have. They just changed this in Pennsylvania. You can have a gun and have and smoke marijuana and have a card, and everything is legal as far as that in PA. It's been in the past 6 weeks. I read this, so that is not the case here. Somber says 104 10:42 a.m. High 111 in Los Angeles, South Central California. Wow. Hey, hang in there, brother. Drink a lot of fluid. I know I'm not your coach, I'm not your teacher, I'm not your parent, but for fuck's sake, stay hydrated. For your own sake, man. Let's go here. Let's go to Corey. Corey says this. He says, I can say I saw a couple of days where JPJ blew coverage and the safety had to step up and got scored on, but that happens from time to time. He's not Revis, but he's worth $120 million for 4 years. Lindsay says, yeah, it's like 96 years somber. Humidity is crazy. The humidity is what kills you here. Ty, you know it, bro. That's Corey says at the Ty. Vegas says this. I hope your AC is working. Yeah, likewise, dude. Everybody. Mark Malone says at Corey, I don't really dislike JPJ. I just think he's never really been tested in those Tomlin D's. Someone was running free 99% of the time and easy pickings for the opposing quarterbacks. And I think everybody's on that boat with you. I think everybody wants to see some changes in those areas that we certainly have needed changes over the few years. So this is where I think change is good steps into the game. Let's go to Ty. Ty says, thanks, Fish. We missed you. Come back soon. Mark Malone says, surprised to hear about Dylan. Vegas, let's see. Good to see you, Finch. Everybody's saying bye to Finch. No, I don't see any derpies yet.
It's like, fuck Derpy.
Let's go here. Let's go to Tyrone. Tyrone says this. He says, see, that's just wrong, Mark. He guards with the best wide receivers in the NFL on every team. Maybe Dean will be tested. Vegas says 0-0-0-1. the new beginning. Let's go right here to Mark Malone. Doesn't matter if the wide receiver is uncovered on the it moved on me. I don't know where the hell it went. Oh, here it is. Doesn't matter if the wide receiver is uncovered on the other side, Ty. See you, King Derp. All right, there you go.
Finally, someone said bye to Derpy.
Did you see him coming with his sunglasses? I knew that the Hollywood Derpy was here as soon as I logged on.
Dude, man, he was just sitting here just like king shit before this came on. It was comical. I was dying.
I mean, he wasn't making eye contact with anybody. He was just sitting there with those glasses on. Let's go here. Sounds like not a JPJ problem. Mark says true. Vegas says this. You'll love Bill's racial humor about Philly people. And I just do. I know from what I've seen from him so far, I've liked. I just do. I like racial humor when it's done right. Let's go here to Tyrone. Tyrone says this. He says, at the end of the day, I think we truly have two DBs. One, so I don't care. Let's go right here. Kevin says this. Howard was late to the rodeo stuff with Rogers, and then because he had a wedding to go to. Is that true? That's what I heard. I heard that he ended up making it between yesterday and today. I heard this, that he made it, but he was late because, as Kevin's saying, he had a wedding. Is that a true story? I didn't catch any article or anything. Is that how it played out?
I don't know either. I didn't see any updates to the rodeo stuff.
I did see that. So Will was there. Lindsay says this. I want to see Will Howard. Yeah, I do too. Absolutely, 100%. I am so pumped up for this this camp and this preseason, especially preseason, because we get to watch the guys, albeit in exhibition form, still get out on the field in their colors and play the game. Very excited, excited about what's coming up here. Tyrone agrees. Vegas says this. Will is way more athletic than Brad. Corey says, if Howard was such a quarterback whisperer, he wouldn't have no problem winning games with Carr. He would have taken more teams to the playoffs than he did. Gruden paid for that title. Nobody gave him that. I couldn't agree with you more. And he came over from Oakland the year before. He came into that championship team, basically. If people want to use the Tomlin example for Cowers players, this is exactly what John Gruden did. So we're just, if you want to go, people want to go one way, why are they giving Gruden so much credit? Because he did the same exact thing. He took over a team that had it all. They had it all. That Tampa Bay defense was one of the best ever. Yep. And he won a Super Bowl, and now he's still always remembered because of that, again, just depends on what side of the fence you sit on,
Yeah, that's why I was saying he won with Tony Dungy's players. And then the team that he left made it to the Super Bowl, and they didn't make it to the Super Bowl when he was there. So
yeah, he faced the team that he left in the Super Bowl with Tony Dungy's players.
They got further without him. So it was kind of funny to think about it. But the Raiders, they fucked up too because they didn't change any of their calls. They left everything that was their terminology was what Gruden had there.
And that's why that's the last time the Raiders were even relevant in any situation.
Yeah.
But that's 100% true. If you think about it, it is the same exact situation. I would like to just curiously just ask people in general, because again, you don't know what people's what their motives, what's behind their thoughts. I would just like to ask people what their opinion is on one, and then ask them the other, and see if it's really about what people say that it's about, or if it's something else. Because of course, it's always been controversial, with Tomlin taking over Cowers players, and vice versa. So again, just an interesting thought to think about. It was the exact same thing, but John Gruden got Dungy's players. Who happened to be a black coach, and Gruden was. So again, it's the total opposite. So test people with that maybe sometime if you're a bit suspicious of them. Say, what do you think about this situation? And then maybe you can learn about their true intentions. Let's continue on. Let's go right here. Corey says, sorry. You know what? I missed one. Somber said, yes, sir. Liquid IV mixed with water and cool blue Gatorade all day. That's awesome, dude. Keep it up. It's just what we got to do.
Dude, the liquid IV is legit. I love that stuff.
Yeah. Let's go right here. Corey says, sorry, I'm great. And I figured that out as I was reading it. No biggie, my man. Lindsay says, he did have a wedding. I seen it. She says, so there you go. Will Howard did show up at the rodeo.
Was it Lindsay's and Tater's wedding? Is that where Will Howard was?
Interesting. Very interesting. Cole, what's up, Cole Trickle? Great seeing you on the Terrible Board. He says, hello, fellas. Great seeing you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Terrible Board. Cole is in the house. Also, let's go here to Vegas. Vegas, did anyone see Mitch McConnell today? I did not, but he might be on my death pool. He might be my guy.
He might, like, I don't know. Like, have you seen a vegetable or have you seen a turtle today? You know, like you've seen Mitch McConnell either way.
He might be my guy. I don't know. Let's see.
He's a damn good pick in the pool.
Let's go to 6. 6 says this. I think Will is our guy. He's going to have 2 years learning from one of the best to sling a pigskin. Rogers is going to get us 7. Willis is going to get us 8 and 9. I'm calling it now. Let's go to Corey. Corey says at Vegas. Yeah, I seen a vegetable today. Jello Donut in the Heezy, baby. What's up, Jello? Always great seeing. He says China keeping Mitch alive through AI. Let's go here to Vegas. He says the AI vids of Mitch breakdancing are hilarious. Cole says, what are we talking about? You know what? After these last couple of messages, I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Yeah, you know what? As far as AI, it's kind of scary, but who knows? Who knows? It just, people always say, well, if it falls into the wrong hands, everything is in the wrong hands. Everything, everywhere seems to get into the wrong hands. I'm just saying AI could be very interesting in the future. Just pay attention. I don't think we'll have any choice, but just pay attention. Vegas says this. He says his wife is a spy for show. And finally, Corey says that Jello Chan has been controlling him like a drone for like 3 years. Laugh my ass off. Ever seen the video where he freezes and someone taps his elbow and it looks like he reboots? Mike, let's get into it. Today is, of course, we talked about all week. Jeremy Fowler from ESPN talked about the the ranking of every position in the league. Mike, today is the second to last day. Unfortunately, we won't have a show to go over tomorrow, which they will wrap up with safeties. But today, Mike, was wide receivers. So we are going to stick with suit. We're going to go over this list of who Jeremy Fowler thinks belongs in the top 10. See who Jeremy Fowler thinks falls into the honorable mention, and see who also may have received votes, guys, as far as the wide receivers. And we'll also see if the NFL, Cole. And we'll also see if any of the Pittsburgh Steelers landed in any of those categories, Mike, as it seems kind of skewed so far. Not many Steelers landing in top 10s to this point on this list by Jeremy Fowler. So let's get into it, guys. This is what Mike, ESPN's Jeremy Fowler's reports on positional rankings at the wide receiver position at this point in the offseason looks like. Let's take a look, Mike. He has number 1 overall, Chase from Cincinnati. I don't have any argument there. I don't like him. I don't like them. I don't like what he does to us. But at the end of the day, I have no problems conceding that Jamar Chase is the best receiver in the league.
Yeah, I think that's a very accurate assessment right there.
I would take him in a heartbeat.
Yep.
And when you're playing against him, you can't help but hate him. It's just what it is with the guy. He's him. Let's go to number 2. Number 2 on this list, Mike. This person has been in the top few for the past few years. It's probably not going to change for a while. Again, he gained the reputation and the accolades as well for doing what he does. Mike, number 2 is, of course, Justin Jefferson. Yeah. Number 2 on this list behind Chase.
Yeah. Again, no argument from me on this one. I think Jetta's one of the best I've ever seen do it too. Him and Jamar Chase being 1 and 2. That sounds about right to me. I just feel bad for him now. Kyler Murray or JJ McCarthy throwing you the football. If he doesn't kill someone this year, he needs to be nominated for sainthood.
I agree. Minnesota, again, it's hard to tell. 2 years ago, best record in the league. Last year, not so much. And again, the real difference was the quarterback position. So very interesting to see, Mike, as Justin Jefferson. Again, Jetta is number 2 on this list. Number three on the list, Mike, is somebody that I waited specifically to after Derby left to have this conversation because he's the Ohio State guy. And Jackson Smith-Njigba comes in number 3, who till last year, I would have debated and argued a little bit. Yes, he's very good. Yes, he belongs in the top 10, but I would not have said number 3, Mike. After I seen this guy play last year, after his team did what they did, I have no problem saying that Jackson Smith-Njigba is perfectly fine with me being at number 3.
Oh, yeah. There's an argument could be made that he could slip into the top 2.
I know.
maybe even one. Like depending on what you're looking for and how you're building your offense, like he is that good, and it's going to be like you said, like we said all show and all along. Like once you get established, like the way Jamar Chase and Jetta are, it's going to be hard for people to want to take you down a peg. But like those three right there, that's a very tight grouping. They're all really fucking good players.
You aren't kidding, man. Again, any of these three receivers, I would be thrilled to death. Thrilled to death to have on our squad. Let's go to number 4, Mike. Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua certainly came into the league, worked his way up the ladder, and got a lot of early fame. And you know what? There's not going to be a lot of people that argue that Puka Nacua belongs in the top 5. Mike, certainly the top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
For me, as I'm looking down the list of names, I think at this part it gets difficult because once you get the first 3 guys out of the way, I think you have a handful of guys that could really fall into any of these slots at any position, at any order. So, like number 4 on this list, Puka Nacua for me, I'm fine with. And at the end, I could also see him at the 8 position with the other people that are sitting in these spots that are.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I for me personally, I think 4 is too high for him. Because I know some of the names coming that haven't been mentioned yet, I think are all around better than Puka. But like you said, I don't mind Puka being in the top 10, top 8 argument. So right now it's now we're really fine tuning. What are we looking for in our receiver?
You're right.
In our offense.
You're right. Let's go to number 5, Mike. Number 5. You may not agree. I you know what? Some of the things that are going on in Detroit are still questionable for people because of what happened to Detroit last year. The way this team fell apart after looking very strong for 2-3 seasons. You know, getting the record they did, having success, getting into the playoffs at the end of the day. But I don't think that's going to change how I feel about the next guy, Mike, on the list, Amon-Ra St. Brown. He certainly belongs on this list. I can't argue with that. And again, it just falls into the category with me of this about these 5 guys in the middle of the pack. I really think they're all interchangeable and they could all really land at any of these spots.
Yep, I'm right there with you. Me personally, I have Amon-Ra ranked higher than Puka, but like you said, we're splitting it. We're splitting pubes here.
We really are.
You know, it's just how fine do we want to break this down?
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Let's break into the second half, Mike, of the top 10. According to Jeremy Fowler of ESPN, Mike, of course, we are on wide receivers today. He went through all the positions tomorrow. Again, they'll be wrapping it up with safeties. Today, though, wide receivers, number 6 on the top 10 list, CeeDee Lamb. Mike, just ahead, and I'm only going to announce number 7 for this reason, CeeDee Lamb and then George Pickens. The only argument I have would be not that they belong here, would not be that I don't like where they're at. I just think that it's interesting when Jeremy Fowler took a look at the list, he decided to go CeeDee Lamb and then George Pickens. Me personally, I put Pickens ahead, but again, it's really splitting hairs at this point. There's just so much of a freakish nature to George Pickens. I give that because you know that I like freakish type players. I give that the edge. Mike, CeeDee Lamb number 6, George Pickens number 7.
I think for me personally, I think CeeDee's too low. I've been a huge CeeDee Lamb fan since he came into the league, and out of the two, him and GP, CeeDee's the more consistent, dependable player. He's not going to have those antics the way George does. He's not going to take the plays off like George does, like we've seen. Yeah, but that's why I have him higher. And I think for me, he might be the number 4, number 5 receiver in the league. I always love CeeDee Lamb. I just hate that he's a goddamn Dallas Cowboy.
I know. Let's go on to number. Do you make any comments on Pickens before we do move forward?
He belongs up on the top 10. He has the potential to be in the top 3 if he doesn't take plays off, if he doesn't get lazy, and you see him out there moping it, and let his emotions get in the way of his production. He has all the talent in the world to be the best receiver in the NFL. I hope one day he will, get it locked down up here and put in the work that you see those guys do. He works hard, but if he does that little extra those other guys do and keeps his head on straight, he could be the number 1 receiver in the NFL.
I agree. Let's go to number 8, Mike. We've seen this guy, and as a matter of fact, he got shut down by us in the playoffs last year. Number 8, Mike, no one other than Nico Collins.
Yeah.
Nico Collins sitting at number 8.
I've been a huge fan of Nico as well. Yeah, I'm loving that he's getting the recognition throughout the league now. Finally, in like the past couple of years, this dude's a beast. I would loved if he could have been a Pittsburgh Steelers. But my God, this dude's a beast. I love him. He does everything you want a receiver to do, and I've never heard him have any like those diva antics.
Speaking of diva antics, this kind of leads into the next guy. But you know what? This guy, for skill, I think belongs higher on this list because of all the guys on this list that we play, we had no answer, no way, no how to stop A.J. Brown. Mike, the guy scored 3 touchdowns against us. There was not even, listen, it wasn't even interesting when he done that the last time we played. Mike, I think that A.J. Brown belongs higher in this list. He's just a freak. There was things that I seen about him, things that I seen him do when we played him that, again, none of these other guys I see do. I mean, yes, we play Chase every year. He's sitting at number 1. So, but Mike, everybody else on this list, I don't see do what he does from week to week. And again, Philly, I know they're just at a whole different time period in their timeline than we are. But I think this is a huge improvement to the New England Patriots offense. I am scared. I never meant to be scared of players. Like A.J. Brown, in my opinion, he's a top dog in this league. Yes, he's a bit of a nutcase. Maybe that's why he is low. But at the end of the day, I think A.J. Brown's just about one of the better receivers on this entire list.
Yeah, and I want to see what he's going to do, like with better quarterback play. Yes, Jalen Hurts he plays lights out in the Super Bowl. During the regular season, he kind of sucks. And then he started his career early in Tennessee with Tannehill, with some. So he really hasn't had great quarterback play. Drake May's young, but he's proven he was like a vote or 2 away from being league MVP. I want to see, are we going to see an even more productive A.J. Brown? And if we do, that might be that's a scary thought.
He scares me.
He's been so good everywhere he's gone. And I want to see him here in new environment. Hopefully his head back on right, not having to read self-help books and, leak stuff to the media and podcasts to say about Jalen Hurts. Get all that stupid shit behind you. And let's see what you can do again when you're 100% focused on what you're doing out there instead of this other shit, which you were still productive doing. He could have a great year to where he's back into that conversation as a top 5 guy.
I agree, and I think he deserves to be there. I mean, don't get me wrong. All this top-end talent at wide receiver is unbelievable. I mean, these are top-class athletes at their position, and, again, nobody's better. So
this list real quick, sorry, it's like a good mix of guys who play inside, guys who play outside and do both inside, outside. This is a well-rounded receiving.
Let's finish up the top 10, Mike. Number 10 on the list. This is somebody that – let me take a quick look at my let me look at the next group of guys. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he should be here. I'm not a big fan. I'm not really a big guy on Davante Adams. I just never have been. I don't know. Number 10, Mike, Davante Adams.
I like Davante Adams. Top 10, yeah, I don't know. But he's just been that steady, productive receiver for his entire career. And for me, it feels like he's been in the league 15 years now. Just how long he's played. And he's still playing at a high level. Now, I don't know if he's still top 10, but he's still a damn good, productive receiver.
It just seems like there should be somebody higher than Davante Adams for me at this point to put in the top 10 at number 10. I don't know. Davante is kind of a pain in the ass, in my opinion. And as a matter of fact, anywhere he goes, he's a pain in the ass. I know that he was pushing cameramen over in Oakland, and he was doing this here. He was doing that there. It's always something. And I guess you could put a lot of these guys in that category at the end of the day. I just, for me personally, I just wish there was somebody else that was a 10 on this list. According to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, I'm like, this is the top 10. Let me just kind of go through them real quick here. Jamar Chase, number 1. Justin Jefferson, number 2. Jackson Smith-Njigba, number 3. Puka Nacua, number 4. Amon-Ra St. Brown comes in at number 5. CeeDee Lamb at 6. George Pickens at 7. Nico Collins, 8. A.J. Brown, 9. And number 10, of course, Davante Adams. That's your top 10. Mike, any comments? And then we're going to get into the honorable mentions.
I was surprised, Smith from the Eagles didn't make top 10 over Devontae Adams.
He's coming up, but he is
okay.
not in the top 10.
Yeah. I like him a little bit more than. Yeah.
All right, let's get into Mike. Let's get into the. Let's get into the honorable mentions first, and then we'll get into the also received votes. Of course, Mike, in the honorable mentions, the first name mentioned was Malik Neighbors. Of course, Neighbors up in New York. He is in the honorable mention. Also, Mike Evans.
Two guys that are banged up and hurt coming back from injury.
Number 3, Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is on the honorable mention. And again, this is
why you can't argue the production, though.
And as I'm looking at this, and as I kind of looked ahead when I was talking about Devontae, I said to myself, well, let me look at the honorable mention and see if there's somebody I could put it to. There's just isn't. I'm looking at these names, and I wouldn't put any of these people that I mentioned so far from the honorable mention list at the number 10 spot. And that's why I kind of struggled to answer that. Let's look at very next year, Mike. After Zay Flowers, Tyreek Hill is in this list as well. Who again, he falls in this category. They're just not top 10 guys anymore.
No, I don't even think he's a top 15. Like, so Neighbors, we don't know how well that knee is. Same thing with Mike Evans coming. I don't know about Mike Evans. I know he came back from the injury, played well. I think he's at the end of his career. And then fucking Tyreek Hill, last time we saw him, he had a big old smile on his face when his knee was all torn up. So I don't think he's ever going to play football again. I don't know. It's
like
wild
this honorable mention named the last honorable mention, T. Higgins, who I like T. Higgins a lot.
Yes.
I would like to have him even on my team, but at the end of the day, Mike, he does fall into the very last name on Jeremy Fowler's positional ranking list for wide receivers in the honorable mention. Mike, real quick, again, the honorable mention players are. There's a couple more. I apologize. Let me continue. Drake London, Mike.
Yeah.
From Atlanta.
I love him.
He is in the honorable mentions. And finally, Jameson Williams. Is it Jameson Williams from Detroit?
Yes. Yeah. I was actually getting on ESPN to look up for the receivers because I couldn't remember the guy from Detroit. Yeah. I like both of those guys. I think they could have fought for that number 10 spot.
Easily. And then also, Mike, now we get into the people that also received votes. So that does mean a DK Metcalf or Michael Pittman Jr., even Stephon Diggs, nowhere to be seen so far. So, guys, let's get into the also mentioned list of players. Mike, Brian Thomas Jr. Makes the also mentioned. Ladd McConkey comes in also on this list, Mike. Let's see, Devontae Smith.
Yeah,
from Philadelphia. He comes in on the also mentioned. Let's go to Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson is also in this list of people. McLaurin, a guy that we talked about. It's in Washington. We would like to have. He is on this list. And finally, not last or written on the list, but I only mentioned it last because, of course, he is our player. Mike, DK Metcalf comes in on the also received votes tier of this particular list.
I think it was a bit too high for DK to receive votes, but some of those guys, like even Chris Olave from down in New Orleans wasn't listed. I think he's another easily top 15 wide receiver. But some of those guys we talked about that were hurt. Like you even said, like what Diggs did last year puts him up in the top 15. Devontae Smith.
Diggs ain't even on this list.
Yeah, so it's kind of head scratching for some of these guys.
Jalen Waddle also on the list. I didn't mention Jalen Waddle.
So Waddle was on the list. Okay, because he was one of the other guys I was going to say that should be over some like McConkey and even Devontae Adams. Even it was like once you got towards the end of that, once you got from 10 down, now it became like that's where the real argument started because the top 9 was a solid list. From 10 down, there are some head scratchers for me.
Just going to grab this right off the top real quick right here. 6 says this DK sucks assholes. We should have kept Pickens. Can you imagine if we would? I mean, here's the thing. At the end of the day, we got rid of Pickens because we didn't need distractions. And at the end of the day, DK Metcalf, the guy that we did keep, punches a fan in the head and is not allowed to play in the 2 biggest games at the end of the year to finish out a season. So at the end of the day, we might as well have kept George. And to have both of those guys, especially this year, Mike, we'd have these guys, then you would have brought in somebody else and then drafted Bernard. I don't even want to think about it, but yes, Mike, that is what's going on as of right now. That is what Six says. He says we should have kept Pickens, and sometimes I do think that myself, Mike. I would have liked to keep Pickens, but at the end of the day, you just don't know what you're going to get from him from day to day, off season, on season, weekends, days off. You just don't know if you're going to get bad reports on George, and how damning is it going to be to your team as the big unknown.
Yeah, and like what his rookie year, he was fined $100,000 by the club for infractions, and then it got worse his second year. Like, it's the on-field production's awesome, but the taking the plays off suck. Then having locker room issues on top of it, and then finding out that when they traded for DK, you and your agent behind the scenes raise a stink, and are doing stuff that's detrimental to the team behind closed doors. You kind of force the team's hand at that point.
Yeah, I know.
Great player. I fucking love him. I hated to see him go, but that was like one of those trades that's made not based on on-field production.
You're right. Not
it's
at
based
all.
On like what's going on behind closed doors and stuff.
I mean, it's the total opposite of on-field production.
Yeah.
George Pickens never had any problem producing, and even with the quarterback situation we had, he still found ways to make big plays. So there you go. That is how it looks, Mike. Again, the Jeremy Fowler's list wraps up tomorrow with the safeties. That will be all the positions at that point. Let's get back to the board, guys. I want to see what's going on. We do have more things to get into here today. As this is the 1000th episode, I do want to say welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Great to see everybody today. It truly, honestly is. Let me find where we might be here on the board. I'm pretty close. Let's go right here. Okay, right here, bingo. Bingo Winchester says this. I'm glad U.S. got eliminated. Now we could all stop acting like we give a shit. See, that's the difference between me. I never even acted like I liked soccer. I just did the same thing that you did. I just kind of pointed out nobody talks about soccer until this past week, what happens, and then everybody's the biggest. And listen, I'm not even saying Mike, because you could fall into this category at the end of the day, but I know that you do follow soccer a little bit more. I'm just saying a lot of people become soccer fans, but I get it, because you know what? When the women's U.S. hockey team is successful, I watch the women's hockey team at the end of the day. And when the getting's good, it's fun to get into it. And the World Cup, soccer, USA, who knows if they ever have a chance? I don't know. But to me, I didn't fake it. I just came out and said I'm not into it. But Mike's, you still get people on your feed. I have not seen one thing on my feed since the USA got knocked out. So I don't know. I'm just up in the air. I'm not a big fan, and I agree with what you're saying though for the most part.
Yeah, I'm pumped. 3:00 today. We got England, Argentina to see who can punch through to the finals.
Did Spain win last night?
Yeah, Spain won 2-0 over France. In France, it was like an all-star team. They were a juggernaut. They had some of the best players in the world at every position, and Spain displayed a good defensive, tight game and then capitalized on mistakes. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, this whole thing could play out, and I could go the rest of my weekend and not even give two shits. I really can, but you know what? That's all right.
That's like me in baseball outside of the Buccos. Like, I could care less about baseball, but if the Buccos are in it, I'm going to follow along.
Yeah. And listen, I'm not against who was it? Somebody else. Women's volleyball. You know what I mean? Pitt has a really good women's volleyball team. Do I love it? Am I a big fan? No. I mean, I do like seeing the chicks running around in the tight shorts play. So, I mean, yes, I'm a fan to a degree, but again, soccer just, I don't know. We'll see it in 4 years, I guess. Let's go down here to man, it moved a whole bunch on me. I don't know why. Corey says Mark's. Where the hell did we go? I don't know. The board just did a big jump on me. Give me just one moment to figure out where I am. Okay, I found it. All right, Cole. Cole is he's a college football guy. That's awesome. Who's your squad, Cole? Who do you like in college football? Vegas says, I wonder if JD Vance shook the hands of Lindsey and Mitch recently. The Pope died the day after shaking it. I don't know. That's a good question, Vegas. Tyrone says Porter held number 1 to 30 marks. I'm sorry. Let's go here to Cole. Cole says, and for one reason, I am a Lions fan, and they have been horrible for 9. Oh, gotcha. That's understandable. But you know what? They're a good squad now. I mean, they kind of fell off last year, but they still got a lot of good players. No two ways about it. Lindsay says this, I like Jefferson better. Jackson Smith and Jigba better as of right now is what Ty is saying. Also saying, damn, he had 1,800 yards. Shit. Puka at 4 sounds right, Ty says. Mark Malone says this. He says, did you guys know that a red cunt hair is larger in diameter than a blonde or a brown one? I did not.
I can see Mark Malone busting out the microscope. I was going to say measuring from his victims their hair,
and just getting them so hung up on it. Like I'm not doing anything until I put these two under the microscope.
He's like, I gotta figure this shit out.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I respect that research. I just do. Let's go here. Let's go to Ty. He says, yeah, GP6. Yeah, see, that's where I got GP2. I would switch him and Lamb around. Let's go to right here. Kevin says this. He says, DK 1,200 yards, Pittman 925, and Bernard 858 yards. In my opinion, Kevin, and I would love every minute of it if that be the case. Corey says this, and don't drink that at Kevin. So how many yards do you think AR is going to throw for? Part of me thinks he's going to miss a few games. His age, injury history gives me that feeling. Kevin says this. He says Pittman and Bernard will have more touchdowns, and DK will have more yards, in my opinion. Let's go down here to Kevin. He follows it up by saying 32 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and 3,800 yards. And again, I would be very happy. He had 24-7 and 33 this year, so it's an improvement. Maybe a little bit more could be funner. Let's go here to Lindsay. Lindsay says this. There are a lot of really good wide receivers, so this list is more preference in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. It's tough, especially that top 10. I mean, Mike, once you get down to that second tier, you feel it being the second tier, but putting them people in the middle of that top 10 together it's rough, man.
Yeah, it's more or less a coin flip. It comes down to preference of what you're looking for.
I agree. Corey says this, solid numbers for sure. I like it. You're predicting big numbers from Youth or Washington. I hope they're both very much involved. I hope both of our running backs. I just hope that we're, just keep coming. Just keep coming. Just keep coming. If your receivers are getting a lot of attention, you know what? Start throwing it to the tight ends. Just keep, we have so many weapons now on offense. Keep people on their heels and trying to keep them guessing. I would use these running backs different ways. I would use my tight ends. I'd use my receivers. I just don't stop. And again, with the offensive-minded head coach, perhaps this is going to be something that we could experience in Pittsburgh that possibly we never experienced. Again, certainly as far as the big three have all three been defensive-minded coaches. So maybe under McCarthy we could see just that, such an array of different weapons being used that the defenses just don't know what to do. They don't know who to cover. That's where I'd like to be.
Yeah, God, remember when we had the killer bees, that offense with Todd Haley calling plays. If it could approach that level of production, I'd take that in a heartbeat. But if it can outproduce that standard, that offense, even better.
Kevin is saying 500 for Youth and 400 for Washington. You know what? As long as they get it to the guys in the red zone, in goal line situations, I didn't like the fact that they didn't use either of these tight ends really correctly in the past. So hopefully that all comes together. I do want to say this. I did see this, what Lindsay is saying at the top of the board right here. Lindsay says, oh my God, you see Brandon Ayuk beat his dog. He beat his dog's ass. Is losing his mind. He better stay away from the Steelers. Can't stand him. I did see that Brandon Ayuk beat the shit out of his dog. I saw that yesterday. That's crazy.
Damn.
She says the Instagram video said he was kicking them and the guy didn't show. Yes, that's exactly what I heard as well. So there's another wide receiver, Mike, that we dodged a bullet, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah, he did us a favor.
Let's go here. Let's go to Ty. He says it's close. He did have 17 touchdowns too. Also, Corey says that, Kevin, I like it. I hope you're right. Yeah, we all do, man. Mark Malone, it does seem like he's been around forever. Kevin says, me too. LOL. Tyrone says this. Oh, hot take. Corey says, I like Bernard too, but that's going to be hard to do. It's going to be tough. But you know what? Just to really utilize your players and to have a variety of players is just such an advantage moving forward. You got to remember, we finished 10-7, first place, and made the playoffs with what we were working with. So, again, the next natural step you would think would be at least the same or better moving forward. People were saying that it's not going to be anywhere close, Mike, putting us in last place once again. But again, as Steeler fans, we know how to just let that run off like water because it's never the case, and it hasn't been the case for 40 years. The Steelers will not finish in last place. Not a hot take, but no. I'm going to make that known.
In 40 years of watching football, we've never finished in the last place, and we've never covered the middle of the field. Those are the two most consistent things with the Pittsburgh Steelers, no matter who's the head coach, the GM, the quarterback, the defense coordinator. Those are just, facts of life. Death taxes, Steelers not finishing in the last place and not covering the middle of the field.
Yeah, the guys
watch him pooping who run down the field drinking a fucking coconut.
The guys at the top still talking about that dog. What a shitty situation. What do these guys always get out of hitting their dogs? I just don't understand. I don't get it. With the dog fights and I don't get it.
Don, we don't get it either.
Well, ask your Muppet friend what he thinks then. Let's continue on. Let's go to what Lindsay's saying right here. Lindsay says this. She says, she went somewhere. Shit. Okay, gotcha. Lindsay.
She's building bridges.
Lindsay says this. Agree. Don't drink that. Jefferson. At Corey, don't. Jefferson didn't have a quarterback at all. I'm personally waiting on my opinion on Bernard until I see him. I just think it's an adjustment from college. We will see. And that's a good point that Lindsay makes too. Making the leap from the college to the pros doesn't always come naturally. I know he's working hard. I know he's making way and doing very well so far. But at the end of the day, he is a rookie. There are going to be rookie mistakes. A lot of people are hoping that he's going to just move right in and take over the position and have the numbers that, you want that player to have. So, again, I got to have to kind of watch this play out myself. The guy still, as Will Howard, never played a snap in the NFL. At the end of the day, I want everything that everyone's saying, but the reality is we have to wait and see. And again, just another reason I can't wait till we're at camp and at preseason and get a chance to watch these things play out.
And remember, Jamar Chase looked like a bust in his first preseason with the Bengals. Couldn't catch a single pass, was dropping balls left and right. And then the minute the regular season started, he looked like Jamar Chase, like he belonged as a rookie, like he looked like a top 5 receiver. So, Bernard can go out there and lay an egg in the preseason. That's not a precursor to where he's going to suck in the regular season. But, the inverse is true too. He can go and light it up in the preseason, a la Kenny Pickett, and come out and shit the bed as we all get our hopes up.
I mean, it's a hard thing to do. Even your best college players. I mean, you look at the list, Mike, of the best college players ever. Tim Tebow is almost at the very top. Yeah. It's something that, again, Mike, back-to-back national championships, college player of the year, Heisman, he didn't stand a chance in the NFL. So, again, it's hard to say. To see it play out. Yeah,
you in college, you're going up against future advertising agents and insurance salesmen. In the pros, you're going up against future Hall of Famers or future Pro Bowlers and stuff like that. It like Lindsay said, it is a huge adjustment. Oh my!
And then there's guys that don't have the best college careers at all that turned out to be, look at Joe Flacco. The guy started out at Pitt. I think he went to somewhere like Vermont or New Hampshire.
Delaware, I think, or something.
The guy had many Pro Bowls. The guy won Super Bowls. So at the end of the day, it's tough. It's a tough thing to assess at the end of the day. So like Lindsay's saying, I cannot wait to see how things play out. Corey says, at Ty, I know, but something about him reminds me of Anquan Bolden. I don't know why, but he's got it. Hey, well, I'll take some Bolden. Let's go right here. Let's go to Tyrone. He says, so Mark, JPJ held 1 to 35 to 48 to 20 yards. This is what was said by by Fittipaldo this morning. What do you say? He says, it might take a while. Which again, to say that and it's already been taking a while is not that hot of a take, Ray.
But anyway, it's stating the obvious.
He says this, Mike. After that, he says he expects JPJ's extension talks to go down to the wire, which ultimately now, as things are going, that's how I think it's going to go. I still think it's going to happen. I still think JPJ is going to get his extension, but it's just seeming like it is really going to get down to the wire with the two parties.
Yeah, oh yeah. Hopefully they get it done before they get there or as everyone's arriving. You don't want to miss any practice time. Like if he misses the first couple of days, I'm not going to worry about that because he was there, working out on the side during, OTAs and all that stuff. But like training camp, like anything outside of that first week, that's when I start to get really nervous. Like this is going to drag on and be a huge distraction. So get it done quick.
Absolutely. Got it for sure. I can't wait to see Bernard. I know that Ty is confident in that. Let's go to Corey. Corey says that Lindsay, I know, but I live on bold takes. LOL. There's always one surprise. Absolutely. Sure is. Lindsay says, I hope you're right. Let's go here to Kevin. Kevin says Bernard looks sharp as hell. He is. He's still working with the route god. Guys, the last I even read, and that was this morning, still has Bernard working with the route god. So I'm very excited about this. I wonder if Roman's name wasn't mentioned in that, because if anybody belongs to the route god,
he's hanging out with he's playing cowboy.
No, is he still playing cowboy?
He's still playing cowboy with Aaron Rodgers.
Now
or they left him up on that mountain.
I'm just gonna say if they're all still together up on that mountain, I truly don't know what the hell's going on.
They said, "Fuck it, boys." They're building cabins and shit.
Finchley, we do want to say thank you for the GOAT trophy, sir, my man at the very top. Thank you. Let's also go right here, Mike. To Corey, don't drink that. Says this. He says, me too, because I'm tired of being wrong. LOL. On paper, my takes make sense, but much like my fantasy football, it's all situational. I hate the term situational football because it's all situational. And you're right. You're right. Kevin says this. Roman looked good working with the route god too. I agree. I've seen him out there. His routes look crisp. Let's see. As I said, Mike, once he crosses that white line, he kind of does out, and it's going to be interesting to see how that worked for him. Let's continue. Let's go here to Ty. Tyrone says this. He says he definitely did Kevin wait until all the attention goes to Pittman and Bernard wide open. Tyrone says yes, DK like 17 to 23 range right now. Lindsay says this. They all can look good, but we aren't in the pad yet. So the difference when you have pressure on you, absolutely. And again, yes, camp starts 2 weeks from today officially. But it won't be until the third till the pads go on. So if you are making the trip to town, or if you are from town and going to the to camp this year, guys, pads will be on the 3rd of August. Mark Malone says McConkey, a solid all-white mention. Let's go to 6. 6 says DK sucks asshole. We should have kept Pickens. Corey, don't drink that, says at Mark, he's an honorable white. Let's continue down the board here. And then we're going to get into a couple more topics, Mike. Let's go right here to Lindsay. Lindsay says, I wish we would have kept GP and DK. Can you imagine? Again, who knows about the off-the-field issues? Yeah. Can you imagine on the field, though, with these two guys? Having both of them on our team, that would be...
They'd be beating cornerbacks up.
I don't know.
Aaron Rodgers would be back there behind the line trying to fight for his life last year. There's his 2 knuckleheads out there punching fans and corners.
I do want to just make a jump up real quick. I do want to say what's up to Skillmatic. Honda, he says this. He goes, not Brokeback Roman. Not Brokeback Roman. Great seeing you, my man. Let's go here to Corey. He says, he allegedly punched a fan in the head. I saw him miss. He's a quit. That's true. I guess just out there swinging at fans probably isn't the best idea at the end of the day, if you connect or not. Tyrone says if DK don't get 1,100 yards and touchdowns, he's got to go or reconstruct. It's going to be interesting to see what his production is this year.
Yeah.
Lindsay says we literally traded GP for Aller. I'm definitely not happy with that.
We traded George Pickens for a draft pick.
Let's go to Kevin. Kevin says this. Pickens was a locker room cancer, though, in my opinion. And he was. At the end of the day, I mean, despite everything I just said about, I would love to have him on the field. His production would be amazing. He's a pain in the ass. There's no two ways about it. Let's go here to Ty. Facts, Lindsay. We traded up 7 wide receivers for a backup quarterback. Top 7 wide receiver for a backup quarterback. Lindsay says this. Yep, insane to me. Tyrone says It's okay. We got wide receivers now, but damn, that stings. 6 says I called the Roonies and told them I'd fix Pickens, but they weren't buying it. They weren't buying it. Just one trip to Pittsburgh from Sick. He would have been fixed. He would be fixed. Lindsay says this Tomlin let GP and the other people get away with too much. If he had discipline, he would be fine. So he's so talented. I agree. I mean, it's just hard to say. I mean, George Pickens, I don't know. It's hard to say because he only played. It's tough to say if Mike McCarthy, it would have been any different for George. I just,
like when you're a rookie getting fined $100,000 by your team, you've done some dumb shit that, like, I don't know if anyone can fix. And he's still doing stupid shit down in Dallas too.
I know.
It's who he is. And he's probably gonna, be down in Dallas for the grand total of 2 seasons. He's gonna move on to another organization, probably only be there for a handful of years. It's just who he is.
Corey says this at Ty. That's the definition of dumb shit this organization does, and people wonder why we're negative a lot of the time. That's like trading a cosmic brownie for an orange. That shit don't make sense. And that I could wonder. Now you're talking my language with the cosmic brownies, and I couldn't agree with you more, Corey. Let's go to Vegas. Vegas says this. I hope the Jets suck this year, and they will. And they fire their head coach and then use one of their 3 first-round picks on hiring Mike Tomlin. The Jets, I can't imagine that they won't suck. Mike, it doesn't matter who they have, how much talent they have. And that team sold their soul to the devil in 1969 for the Super Bowl that Joe Namath predicted over the heavily favored Colts and Johnny Unitas. I don't think that I don't think the world's ever going to give that back to the Jets. No. I just don't.
No.
Let's go right here. Let's go to Kevin. He says, I'll admit GP is massively talented. There's no argument there. No argument at all with that. Mark Malone says this. I'm just going to be glad when it's over. What? Life? Not sure where he went with that, but it was funny nonetheless. Tyrone says very talented. He is a crybaby, though, and lacks Effie. I miss him, but I'm losing sleep over it, but the trade we should have got a second at least. Oh, effort. Gotcha. I gotcha. Lacks effort. That is the Finchy. Finchy says GP is a pure athlete for sure. Would be good if he could get his head together before he goes full blown Antonio Brown. Lindsay says this. I'm not either, but to trade him for Aller is my issue. We have wide receivers right now. Lindsay says, so I'm fine, but damn.
I have a quick question. If we would have drafted anyone else besides Drew Aller with the pick we got from Dallas, would people still be upset about it?
I just think that it's a weird pick because of the quarterback situation. On one hand, I mean, it's like, okay, let's just keep drafting quarterbacks like the Browns.
Yeah.
And then you have more options to look at. But on the other hand, going quarterbacks, and the thing is, they didn't go after a high quarterback, which, I mean, is who you usually go after when you're looking for your starter. Yeah. They go after 2 middle to later round quarterbacks, and then they have both of them, and then we don't even know what's coming next. I mean, again, you kind of assume that you would go after a higher caliber if you're looking for a franchise guy. It's just the whole thing, I think, that's kind of wrapped up together in one. And at the end of the day, I don't really see the ultimate answer from either of these kids. However, we haven't seen either of them play yet. So, again, preseason camp, it's going to tell a story. But at the end of the day, going after 2 mid-range guys out of college, it's kind of a head scratcher at the end of the day for me. Anyway, that's where my issue comes with the Drew Aller pick. I don't know what the hell they're doing in that sense.
Yeah, I didn't like the pick.
What's your game plan? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't like the pick either. But that's who McCarthy identified, and
I mean, the kid had a broken foot. I mean, everything that you would say about guys. Oh, this guy was injured. You don't want him. Yeah. And he's like, well, that wasn't even anything they put into consideration.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot of questions around that pick. That's it for me.
Yeah, and not like him not developing at all in college.
Right.
Like, now, was that him, or is that the situation at Penn State, the way James Franklin was
doing
that?
Anyway, you slice it. You're drafting a guy that doesn't have any skills that he learned in college. He had a broken foot last year. Yeah. His team didn't do any good. It was kind of a disaster. So, again, I just think it
was an odd pick.
It's an odd pick. Yes.
But,
and people compare that to how good of a player George Pickens was, Mike, and then they say, wow, this is what we traded for that. I think.
Yeah, but that's why I said, like, if what if we took like a corner? Would people still be bitching? If we took Dalen Everett in that spot, would we be bitching? If we
Probably
took a
not.
Jeremy Bernard, would we be bitching? Is it just because it's just
Well, the quarterback.
that's where we took that pick at? It's just.
It seemed odd, yeah. I think ultimately, again, I have nothing against Drew, and I'm not either that
Yeah.
or I'm not for Drew. But overall, if I just try to look at it from the outside, it's an odd pick.
Like, I didn't even realize that was the pick from the Cowboys we used for Allard until like a month after the draft. So
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
Ty agrees with Finch, follows it up by saying agree. That's where I stand in third. In the fifth, shaking my head. Christopher, hey, what's up, Chris? Always great seeing Christopher's on the board. I'm curious if Joe Burrow will end up like Andrew Luck. Has he ever? Guys, something that just kind of came to my attention. I was reading something this morning for Cincinnati, and I don't even remember. It was somebody from, okay. Next, I'm sure you guys all seen it. TJ Watt, he hit Joe Flacco last year, and then Joe Flacco decided to make a story of it. And in this article, Mike, I'm reading something that one of the linemen said. One of the linemen was like, we're going to have one of the best offensive lines to protect our quarterback this year. What did the Bengals do between last year and this year? What did I miss?
I don't know.
Because that offensive line was really bad.
Yeah, it was. And then what did they do in the draft and free agency? I don't know. They got Sexy Dexy. That was about it, man. Like, I don't know. I just don't see it.
Let's get back on the board, though. Let's get back on the board right here. Facts Finch is what Kevin said. Six says this. Soccer sucks. Big footballs. Steelers football is the only football I watch. Hey, can't go wrong there. My man Christopher, he says this. He says, has he ever finished more than one season? I think probably the Super Bowl year, unless he missed time during the Super Bowl year. But as far as I know, I would think that he hasn't.
I think that might be it for him.
Always great seeing you, Chris. Hope things are going well for you all the way in South Florida. Corey says that, Mark, that's not something to hear at trivia. And I'll give you a hint right now, guys. At trivia today, it is going to be a DK Metcalf question. Just throwing that out there for you guys. Lindsay says this. Oh, my God. Y'all see, okay, the Brandon Ayuk story with his dog, of course. Mark Malone says, well, the cunt hair is a standard measurement of source, but the color apparently does matter. Let's see. Jello, what's up, man? He says insane asylums need to make a comeback for people like Brandon Ayuk. Lindsay says Instagram the video said he was kicking them. The guy didn't show the full video. Ty says shaking my head. I can never do that to Junie. It just, again, I come on. I know they could piss you off. I know dogs could piss you. And listen, I'm not really a pet person. I'm not, but I wouldn't kick any pet. I wouldn't kick anything. That's crazy. Let's go. Lindsay's disgusted by it. Kevin says 12-5. Kevin also says the last time we threw over the middle, Cowher was coach, in my opinion. I do want to say what's up to Steelmatic Honda. Yo, what up, brother? Always great seeing Steelmatic on the terrible board, my man. Let's go here. He follows it up by saying them cowgirls talking crap and still make it to an NFC championship game. Again, this is 30 years, over 30 years since the Cowboys have been to the NFC championship game. Mark Malone expects a trade before camp. Hey, Honda, Kevin. And I listen, I don't want anybody coming back at me thinking I don't like animals. I do. I like pets. I've had many pets in my life, but I'm just at the point in my life where I'm just tired of cleaning up shit. Kids are older. Pets are gone. The shit cleaning days are over for this guy. Let's continue, though. Let's go right here. Lindsay says this. I heard today the Steelers think JPJ is worth 20, which is insanely low if that is true. Finchy sending the GOAT trophy. We do appreciate that too from you, Finch. Thank you so much, brother. Tyrone says if that's true, Porter ain't signing that. How the fuck is that's what I'm saying. Then you could always look at Herbig's contract and how can you say how's a backup getting 25 mil, but a cornerback that hasn't given up a touchdown in 3 seasons isn't worth that.
Yeah.
That's the problem you have with taking care of Herbig the way that you did, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to say lowball JPJ. I'm just saying this is a problem that we should have seen coming.
No, big time. Like you, I don't know. The Herbig and Washington contracts, yeah, they were easier to get done, but now it's going to create issues to try and get the big contract done, the one that should have been done first.
I agree. Let's go to Ty. Ty says the Steelers are backwards. They are backwards. Honda says not broke back Roman. Lindsay says I don't know. It is. I just learned I wouldn't sign that shit if it's that low. That's crazy talk. Again, at the end of the day, that Herbig contract really puts it into perspective. It just does. It just does. Puts things into perspective for me, at least. Tyrone, no wonder we ain't won shit. Also follows up by saying this fucking franchise stupid as fuck. Mark Malone, 20 would be a safer number for JPJ. Mark is, of course, kicking some dust up here. Makes tons of sense there. Lindsay says, chill the fuck out. It was one video on Instagram. Take it with a grain of salt. Tyrone says, Mark, just stop, bro. We paid DK 33 and Herbig 25. I don't want to hear it. And that's the thing. Like, if they argue that JPJ doesn't have hands, you know what? You gave DK 33 and he has no hands,
right?
And he's actually a receiver. So let's go here. Ty says, I'm a chill in this franchise is still stupid. Let's go to Corey. He says, I'm happy to head out. I'm about to head out, guys. Happy 1,000. I'm glad I was here to be a part of it. I emailed you guys a while back asking if you wanted don't drink that tea. Absolutely. Sometimes my emails get lost in the mail, Mike. I will look into that.
Yeah, I'll double check. I don't remember seeing it. My bad, brother.
I'm just saying I would be very interested in don't drink that t-shirt. Let's go. Lindsay says this could be complete bullshit. Who knows? That's what they are discussing, to be honest. Let's you have a great day as well, Corey, my man. Take care. Have a great one, and keep in touch. I was going to say over the next 12 days, we will, if anybody does need to get a hold of us for any reason, do email us. But after I just found out I'm not getting any emails, maybe perhaps go to the website. No, if anybody needs to get a hold of us over this next 12 days, do hit us up on email. I promise you we will be on top of this. Like, let's talk about a couple other things here as the show is just kind of working its way through today. Right here, Mike, this big story. This is the big story in the Berg, if you're paying attention. Joe Flacco is bitching about being hit by TJ Watt last year. Nobody takes a shot at any quarterbacks after the play ever. Of course, this never happens in the league. Why would this even be a conversation? Joe Flacco, Mike, let me grab it right here. So apparently on Netflix, there's a show called Quarterback. Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Flacco is one of the 4 players the show focuses on. The season follows Flacco through his quarterback journey during his 18th season. This is what is being said. This is what the controversy is this morning. He's talking about getting hit after a play by TJ Watt. He says, quote, man, he fucked me up. Flacco said that about Watt's late hit. He knew what he was doing too. He was like, I've got a chance to hit him here. I'm going to take full advantage, but that's football. That's the Steelers defense. For one, Mike, I have no problem with what it is that Joe Flacco is saying, because again, it's football. Again, late hits happen. And again, you've been a rival of the Steelers. You played in every single team in this division. You played, you're 12-12 with the Ravens against us. A 500 record. So if you get hit after a play against the Steelers, you know what? I would say that you should be happy that it didn't happen 5 times or 10 times. Yeah. Silly anyway. Like this is what people were talking about today.
You hit it right on the head there when you quoted him of the line. That's football. And he knew he was going to get hit like that because you look at the injury reports. This guy has a knee, this guy has an ankle, an arm injury. You're going to take shots at him. You don't want to hurt them, but you want to knock them up the game or bang them up some more to limit their effectiveness. And you're going to do whatever you can to win. And that it was a good, hard, clean football hit by TJ Watt, man. Like in the videos accompanying it, he hit some helmet right up in the armpit, wrapped him up, a beautiful form tackle. Yeah, that's football, man, and that's AFC North football.
I agree.
That is, you're not going to see that in the NFC East. You're not going to see that in the NFC West, the AFC West. You're not going to. No, that's AFC North football.
And the thing is, at the end of the day, my opinion is this. Listen, you could debate it one way or another. You could really break it down and figure out what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying this. The guys get paid too much money to not have any risk in their job. You know what? You got hit after a play. You're alive. You're healthy. You're rich. Go home, enjoy your life, and shut the fuck up. That's just my opinion. Until it happens to my quarterback, that's where I stand. F Joe Flacco. Let's do him. Yeah.
And it was not an egregious hit either.
And it wasn't. No, I mean, again, nothing crazy that's never happened. So, again, let's move on. This next one here, Mike, All-Pro Jordan Brooks on Aaron Rodgers says that his superpower going into this season, and it was what we've been saying all along, Mike, is his knowledge of the game. This is what Jordan Brooks saying. And Mike, what do we talk about between the ears? This is what makes a quarterback. This is why there's 5 quarterbacks of this caliber on the planet at any given time, not more, not less. 5 quarterbacks, Mike, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Ben, Drew Brees, these guys, they all have this in between their ears, Mike. It's their knowledge of the game. It's what Jordan Brooks is talking about with Aaron Rodgers. And this is why people say, well, why did you bring back old Grandpa Rodgers? Because of this. You think they don't do anything and they're going to finish in last place. Why do we finish in first? Why do we go to the playoffs? Why do we go 10-7? It's because of this. It's not because he's a 43-year-old. The fact of the matter is the guy has it between his ears. That's never been a debate for me. I didn't want him here because I thought he was going to be a circus. He's not a circus. So therefore, I realize he is the best opportunity that we have this year to win football games. For that reason, Mike, I stick to that. And again, it is what he has between his ears. He possesses the knowledge of the game, the sport, the student of the game that he is, makes him that player. That is why I with open arms accepted him back this year, opposed to going with a rookie or supporting this or wanting that. I'm totally okay. Aaron's going to walk off into the sunset, go to the Hall of Fame as a Green Bay Packer after this year. I'm okay with that. I do know that what he has between his ears, Mike, makes him a better quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 2026 season than any other option that we had to this point that is out there or in our organization, opposed to going out and spending a load of money for somebody that this was the best option we had. I like it. Again, I think we're going to do just fine. And it comes down to what's between his ears. You've seen it last year. You're going to see it again this year. Aaron Rodgers gives us the best opportunity this year to win football games.
Oh, hey, hands down. Like you hit the nail on the head. This is what we've been talking about, like that knowledge of the game. And like the way this team's built, it's more or less quarterback proof. We just need someone to facilitate the offense, get the ball where it needs to be. Don't do anything stupid. Don't turn the ball over. That's Aaron Rodgers. He's always been really damn good at ball security. Doesn't throw a lot of interceptions, doesn't fumble a lot. Keeps the offense moving. That's what we need right now. Just get the ball into the playmakers' hands and let them do what they can do. We know what DK can do. Like when DK catches the ball, we know what he can do. He still can outrun spot every player in the NFL.
You ain't kidding.
He can bully people. Pittman, he's more of your possession guy, I feel like. Just from what I've seen of him, I got to watch more of him. But you get him the ball in his hands, you know you're going to get good, steady yardage. Jeremy, he's an unknown quantity, but you know what he was able to do in college if it translates to the pros. He's another guy. Just get the ball in his hand, let him make magic. You know what you have in Jalen Warren. Like this offense is set up perfectly for any quarterback, and specifically for someone like Aaron Rodgers, who might not have all the physical tools he once had, but he still has. He can put that football wherever he needs to. And 10 to 30 yards, Aaron Rodgers still is an accurate passer. This offense is tuned for
and even when it came down to it, Mike, he needed to chuck the ball down the field 70 yards. You know what? He threw it down the field 70 yards.
Yeah.
So, again, I'm
like
not
what needed. Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing. Like we don't have to do it all the time. So when he does it, man, it's it's going to catch teams off guard, and we still know he can do it.
For show. He getting that for show. A couple more topics, Mike. Let me grab some things on the board here before we do scoot along. I am not quite sure where we're at, so I'm going to take a dive here and try to get somewhere close. I apologize, guys. This thing's moving around on me here. Let's go to Tyrone. Mark, just stop, bro. We did get to that far. We did get to that point. Lindsay, we did get to your point too. Bingo. I'm going to start right here. Because Corey did say have a great day, and we did say that back. Bingo says this. Jack Sawyer still has more interceptions as a non-starter. That is an argument as a rookie non-starter. I mean, I'm not going to make that argument, but you just see how people can make that argument when talking about Porter at the end of the day. Again, that's not going to be me, but you'll hear it. Let's go to Honda. Honda says Peyton still has a ton of upside. Also, Lindsay says this. She says, I'm biased with GP. That made me so sad. Dixon Dallas, still loyal, my man. Still loyal. Always great seeing still loyal. Corey says that. Lindsay, see you later. Have a good day. Honda says this. Lindsay, the not Ravens fan. She is the biggest not Ravens fan I know. Let's go here. Let's go to on FT with Dallas. Lindsay, he's still mad. Right here, still loyal. Still loyal says this. Lindsay almost brought a purple. She almost bought a purple Jeep. Which I can't talk trash. I used to have a purple vehicle myself. Lindsay says this. Hell yes, support my team. Steel follows that up by saying, Steel made me get blue instead. Probably the better bet. Steel Loyal says, laugh my ass off. Had a reminder it was Ratbird Purple. Daniel, great seeing you back in the house. Daniel says, hi, go Steelers. Always great to see Daniel. Welcome back. Welcome to the terrible board. He says, what up? Let's go to Lindsay. Lindsay says it's because it's stupid Aller unless he wins me a Super Bowl. You know what? If he wins a Super Bowl, we're all going to be on the Aller ship, believe me. Chop, jumping the gun, Mike. He already has an Aller jersey. We've seen.
He loves him some Drew Aller.
He does.
Like, buddy, you watched him play the same amount of college ball I did.
I know. What the hell are you saying?
What are you saying that I ain't seeing?
I agree. Bingo says, question: if you're smoking hot model, not plus size, cousin is adopted. Is it still weird if you get married? Asking for a friend. Wait a minute.
What? Where is this and who is saying this?
Bingo says, question: if you're smoking hot model, not plus size, cousin is adopted, is it still weird if you get married? Well, yeah, because getting married is weird. But besides that, I don't know. If they're adopted, I guess it says no connection, no relation. I wouldn't recommend getting married, though. That's just me. Let's go here to Mark. Mark says, I think both guys made sense where they were picked. Grab Ty. I'm going to grab two more, Mike. We're going to do a couple more topics here as we are rounding third on this show. I don't know, Mike. I just feel we got lucky that Dallas didn't make the playoffs, so it was high third, but we got fleeced. We got wide receiver core now is what Ty is saying. Steele says, I only saw defense. That's what I'm saying, Steele. That's all I see as well. Sexy Dexy, a couple guys in the draft, and nothing I really seen for their offensive line, to be honest with you. Steele follows it up by saying which is what I expected. LOL. Ty says, I know Dexter Allen and the defensive end from the Vikings. Then the Chiefs safety, all I remember. See, I'm not real sure. I'm not real sure what the deal is with there. I do want to talk about this, Mike, because, again, let's talk about what Ryan Clark had to say, actually. Ryan Clark says this, Mike. He says, the ceiling for the Steelers, Ryan Clark, the ceiling for the Steelers is 9 to 10 wins and maybe sneak into the playoffs. Mike, this is after we added Michael Pittman. Yeah. This is after we added Rico Dowdle. This is after we drafted Jeremy Bernard. This is after we added Jamel Dean. This is after we added SJD. And this is after we added Brisker. Those 6 people alone.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what Dowdle is going to do, but I know that KG was very productive. So again, you didn't really make an upgrade that we know so far. KG was the team MVP, but all these other people, all these other positions, like these are all improvements to what we had. We had no receivers. We got receivers now. We got Bernard. We got Pittman. I mean, that alone should equal at least another win, in my opinion, maybe more. And then also, Mike, these guys on defense. Is Ryan Clark? What's he missing at the end of the day, or are we all missing it as Steeler fans in its entirety? Because maybe we're all wrong, and some of these people that are saying the things that are contrary to what we're saying, maybe they're hitting it on the head. I don't know. I don't think that they're right, but what are we missing that everybody, even former Steeler Ryan Clark, comes out and says, Mike, that this is a ceiling of a 9-10 win team, and we might sneak into the playoff. Yeah. What are we missing?
When it comes to Clark talking about the Steelers, I always take him with a little grain of salt because he's always been a little harder talking about the Steelers than like a lot of other people. I think he does it so he's not seen as that as that biased ex-Steeler
Right.
that's going to hype up my team. Because he never says anything really out of pocket with the Steelers that makes you go, that's stupid. So I think he's just a little bit tougher on them, so he doesn't get seen with that bias. But like I have us 10-11 wins, so I'm not that far off from him. Like I can see, like, it's a time of change sometimes. It's, you can take a step back or take a big step forward, but he's having to stay the same. He, like, as last year, I don't know if he's hedging his bets to, if we do better, he's like, hey, we can do more or less what we did last year: sneak by, win the division, and get that last playoff spot as the last division winner. But I always take his stuff with a little grain of salt, because he's, ever since he retired, went into the media, he's always been a little bit more critical of the Steelers, so he's not seen as like that homer guy. So
Right.
I think his honest opinion, he might have us as an 11 win type team.
And finally, Mike, he finishes his comments by making this statement: Nobody expects the Steelers to compete with New England, Denver, or Buffalo in the AFC, which is way, way, way out of my mind. Like, I think that we're totally capable of beating all three of those teams. Buffalo, just for some reason in the past, we just never matched up well with them since Allen's been there. The other two teams in question, I don't care if they were the two teams that were in the AFC Championship last year, Mike, I'm not afraid of either Denver or New England. Yes, don't get me wrong. The addition to A.J. Brown up in New England makes that a scarier team. But at the end of the day, to say that, Mike, to say that nobody expects them to compete with New England, Denver, Buffalo, again, out of Ryan Clark's mouth. Final thoughts on that?
Yeah, for the rest of the NFL media, no one's expecting that, but we are. Because I think they can do them. But notice one team he did not say. He didn't say the media darling. He did not say Baltimore.
Yeah, because he'd be stupid to say that, because again, we beat him 10 of the last 7 games.
He's probably physically not even able to say Baltimore is better than Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's one thing you can never take away from ex-Steeler. But no, it's funny though that's the general consensus amongst the NFL media, is that we're going to stay the same and still struggle against those teams that are a tier above us. But I think we're right there in line with people like Denver and New England. This team now can compete with anyone. This is not the same team that it was 4 years ago. This is the roster that has been upgraded year over year over year and is ready for a big breakout.
I agree. And again, Mike, these two teams, the New Englands and the Denvers, they may be the up and coming, but they're not the dominant AFC teams at this point. They're just not. They're all beatable teams. I really feel, again, the team that I think will struggle against is, I do think we would struggle against Buffalo, but for whatever reason, we just don't match up. We just don't. They seem to handle us year after year when we do play them. So the other two teams, I have no problem with it all. Yeah. I'm just fine playing Denver. I'm just fine playing New England.
The dummy agrees with us. He said those were some dummy takes.
We're dummy takes, Mike. And finally, the Pittsburgh Steelers, Mike, the terrible towel, the beloved terrible towel. They just released their France game terrible towel. Of course, the Steelers will be playing the Saints in France this year as part of their European teams play all over the world now. We do play the Saints. Mike, they did just release the French themed terrible towel today. So if you are a collector of terrible towels or just are particularly interested in the game in France, that is out there. Even included on the thumbnail, a little bit of that French flag, the colors there, I did see. So that is out there, guys. I know a lot of people collect, Mike, because they have dozens of different kinds of terrible towels. So there you go, guys. If you are interested, the French themed terrible towel is out.
Oui.
Let's go through a couple messages here, guys. Let's go to Lindsay. She says this. She says, let me grab a few, and then again, we'll fast forward. I do read all the messages sometimes when time constraints. So let me grab some right here. Still Loyal says, oh, I know the answer. DK has been my favorite receiver for years. Kevin says, I'm not a fan of Aller. He's a Browns fan and hasn't signed his contract yet. Lindsay says, did DK beat the shit out of the blue-haired guy blue-haired fan. Yes, I stand with DK. She says, let's go here to Tyrone. Yes, yeah, Kevin, what the fuck is going on with that? Still loyal. Yeah, that's a good question, Ty. Still loyal said, did the blue-haired fuck have it coming? Yes, he did. Still loyal says, let's go here, Lindsay. Ty, I got Bully Ryan. He's 6. Oh, nice. That is awesome. Let's go here to Lindsay. Said, to be clear, I just heard that doesn't mean it's true. I should have just kept. No, I saw that as well. How many dogs you got, Ty? Let's go to Steel Loyal. Steel Loyal says, compare Pickens' catch percentage to DK's. You might be surprised who was hired. Really? It's interesting. Just the way you worded that makes me wonder. Let's go here to Ty. Ty says, you good, Lindsay, makes sense. Anyway, that been said, they not lose sounds like 8 to 10 difference. Ty close. Christopher says, Yinz, JPJ and the Steelers already have a deal in place. JPJ is going to walk into camp and sign his contract. Chill out. I hope you're right, Chris. I really do. And there's a chance. I mean, it's a chance for sure. For whatever reason, perhaps it's strategic. Who knows? I don't know what's going on. Tyrone says, Flacco just mad TJ crushed his ass. Lindsay says, good, I'm happy TJ fucked him up, crybaby ass. Let's go here to Steel Loyal says, damn TJ right, damn right TJ fucked him up. Also, Chris, I hope so is what Ty is saying, of course, referring to the comment about JPJ. Lindsay, everyone talks about Aaron Rodgers being old. Isn't Flacco? Yeah. When Flacco comes back and plays, it's amazing. Wow, look at the amazing things he does at his age. And then the Steelers bring in Aaron. It's like, oh my God, you got Grandpa. What's up, Uncle? Get the fuck out of here. Let's go here to Ty. Ty says, Lindsay, TJ got to do that to Burrow. Just wait. Yeah, I hope they're hitting these guys. Here's the thing, Mike. That could be an advantage by having depth at some position.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes if you have a lot of people, you could risk maybe taking an extra shot at a quarterback who, might get penalized or get a suspension or something like that because you got nice depth.
Yeah.
Think outside the box a little bit.
Usually usually send the guy on the bottom of the depth chart out there to do that. But, for us, it might actually help us if TJ is the one kicked out of the game.
Yeah, or TJ.
I got to get that. Well, I'm not going to see anyone for like 11 days. I got to get one last shot in at TJ.
Steele says if Flacco was a Steeler, they'd be saying that, Lindsay. Yes, they would. Lindsay agrees. Ty, A-Rod the GOAT. Let's go to Lindsay. Lindsay says DK is a bully. I can't wait to see him now. I know. Just so much stuff about this team this year, guys. Very intriguing. If you're not excited about this upcoming season, I mean, you're really a Steeler fan, right? Ty says this. I'm excited to see Bernard, Pittman, Rico on offense and defense. Dean Brisker Day with all. Yeah, absolutely, bro. I can't wait either. Tyrone, me too, Lindsay. DK is going to ball. I think he will. Somber says, yeah, thanks to Peyton Wilson. LOL. Somber also says this. Sawyer, oh, look what landed in my arms. The football. He was the Johnny on the spot, as Mike would say. Mm-hmm. Certainly a couple times last year, for sure. Tyrone says this. Says Somber, that pick was wild, landed right in his arms. Lindsay says, yeah, don't marry your cousin, bingo. No matter what these two idiots say. Don't marry.
Yeah, don't do anything with your cousin.
Yeah. Steel Loyal, he wanted to take it to the house. Can't wait to see Brisker. Lindsay cannot wait to see Brisker Jello. I dislike Clark as an analyst. He's saying also Lindsay agrees with that. Lindsay also says, yes, his takes are garbage. Ty says it's not bad for real. I mean, yeah, I got us at 11, so 9 and 10. Does sound accurate, but we could have better than 10 wins, actually make a chance in the playoffs. Absolutely. I agree with you there. Steel Loyal says, I beat the Patriots in Madden last night by 17 points. Nice. How about, let's go right here. Steel Loyal with this exact offense. Perfect. I like it. Steel Loyal, we don't even play the Bills in the regular season. We do not play the regular season Bills. We do got them in the preseason, though. They are the third game for us, as a matter of fact. And
potentially in the playoffs.
And potentially in the playoffs, of course. Steel Loyal. So what is Ryan Clark talking about? He's just saying that we got 9, 10 wins in us. The ceiling is 9 to 10 wins, maybe sneak into the playoffs. Also, nobody expects them to compete with New England, Denver, and Buffalo, was what he said. Mark Malone, yeah, bingo. A little cousin lover never hurt anyone, but they're not marriage material.
What?
Six says this. I'm going to the game after the France game. Fuck yeah, that's okay. That's how that falls. Nice. Ty says the 10 to 15 mark where I'm nervous. We got to win at least 3 of those games. Vegas says if you're asking, then yes, it is weird. And the fact that you're asking like strangers, you know what I mean? Maybe your best friend that you knew since you were in second grade, perhaps. Hey, whatever. Mark does what Mark does. He plays by the beat of his own drum. No two ways about that. Let's continue on the board here, guys. Let's go to the Bingo. Bingo says, yeah, those red ones are harder to get out of your teeth. Bingo says, thanks, Mark. I'll pass it on to my friend. All right. Well, you let your friend know that we'll take it. We'll get it figured out here. Let your friend know that it's going to be all right. Let's go right here. Just one. He's huge. So damn near 2. Steel Loyal says, Mark Malone. What the fuck, dude? Loyal says, I'm sorry, Lindsay. Lindsay says this. You know what? Mike just burnt that bridge to a crisp. He does that.
What? How?
He's a bridge burner.
How did I burn that bridge? Don't bring TJ Watt into this.
Ty says
TJ
will burn to the ground. And Lindsay agrees. Yes, he will.
We're building bridges, not walls.
One more question, Mike, and then we're going to get into the question of the day. Kind of start wrapping things up here. We talked about the people getting voted or getting selected for the Pro Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you know, as we spoke about before, it could affect things. You could show somebody your resume in the future and say, oh, you've been to 2 Pro Bowls. And in fact, you've never played Pro Bowl football.
Yeah.
You never played all-star caliber football. Should there be a name for this particular position? I mean, again, they'll always say, you know, there should be an asterisk next to it, which is always the argument in this case. But at the end of the day, there should be like a name or something that you give to that particular player, like you know, like how they have the scab refs and they just have names for things. There should be a name for that player because, again, over time, this is going to come up. Did Tyler Huntley deserve to be in the Pro Bowl a couple years back? He did not. But again, he was a Pro Bowl player. And that could be, you know, you're looking at history books and you're like, wow, I mean, he was really good. He was in 2 Pro Bowl games in a row. But again, when it is what it is, I really think there needs to be something that separates and identifies those players at the end of the day. Whether it ever happens, I don't know. But what's a good name, guys? Throw some different things up on the board that we could call it. We could call that particular player. And then we'll use it moving forward, and we'll see if it sticks, and we'll see if you know, the other Pittsburgh outlets, maybe national, maybe it gets picked up somewhere. But if you have an idea for that, what could the name of that be for the player that kind of gets the cheap all-star nod, as Shedeur Sanders did, as Tyler Huntley, many other players as well? Think about it through the rest of the show, and if anybody has any good ideas, again, we'll try to figure something out for here, and we'll try to overuse it and see if it goes anywhere. But that certainly deserves a title. Again, if you don't deserve to be an all-star, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, because again, there should be something that's distinctive between the two. There should be. I just think that would be fair to the people that actually is playing to an all-star level and they do make it. So just my opinion, guys. We could do this. Let it bounce around in your brain. In the meantime, Mike, why don't you bounce out the website for all to hear?
The 2Yinzers.com, where you will not find any Pro Bowl schlubs over there. You only find official Pro Bowlers at the2Yinzers.com. We got articles. We got all of our social media links over there. We got the merch store, if that's your thing. Check it out at the2Yinzers.com.
Go check it out. I do want to make a couple other points, Mike. Great stuff about the website. Check it out, www.the2Yinzers.com. That's www.the2Yinzers.com. Go check it out. Lots of cool stuff over there. Also, we will be taking our longest break since the show started 5 years ago. Sorry about that. And if you do need to get a hold of us in the meantime, I know people are coming in town. I know people want to get a hold of us. Maybe get together for a beer, whatever. Do go to the website, and there are multiple ways to get a hold of us. The email address being one of them. There's also the Discord if you're a member on the Discord, and also through our social media. Don't be afraid to hit us up through those. So if there's ever any question and you can't think of what they are, do swing over to the website. And there's all the links in there for every way to get a hold of us. I did want to throw that out. Again, we will be wrapping up today, going into our summer break, coming back on the, the 27th. The 27th we'll be back. The 28th, players will start showing up at St. Vincent College in Latrobe in Westmoreland County. 29 on the 29th, it will be the official first day of camp. So we'll be back Monday. Again, it'll be a 12-day break, the longest break we've taken since we started the show. I'm excited. Believe me, I want to be here every day. But also, there's a part of me, Mike, that I am kind of looking forward to the little bit of time off. Again, just to kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Recharge.
Yes.
In a sense. So, it is exciting. But on the other hand, I'm I would love to be here as well. You know that. So if you do need to get a hold of us anytime over the next 12 days, do go to the website. And you could always pull up their ways to get a hold of us. Don't be afraid to do so. What else? Let's get into the question of the day. What do you say? Let's get into the question of the day, guys. Trivia of the day. This is a DK Metcalf question. We will miss you guys, Lindsay. There's no two ways about it. Come on. We see all you guys. We communicate with you guys more than family. People say that about their jobs. It's the same with the show. How can you have so much in common with people that you communicate with so much and not miss them? So we'll certainly miss you guys. Let's go right here. The question of the day, DK Metcalf question. Here we go. Put on your thinking caps, Mike. Everybody at home, everybody on the board. This is the question of the day. Let's do it. DK Metcalf's two lowest reception seasons were his first years with Seattle and his first year with Pittsburgh. Coincidentally, his two lowest reception seasons were his first year in Seattle, his first year in Pittsburgh. Question of the day, which one of those did he have more catches in, Seattle or Pittsburgh, in his first year? The first year in both of those teams were the two lowest receptions counts that he had in his career. Which one of the two did he have more? Was it the Steelers' inaugural season or was it the Seahawks' inaugural season? Both being the lowest, which one had more? Was it the Seattle's rookie season or with the Steelers last year? That's the question of the day. Take a minute to think that over. We're live 5 days a week, every day, Monday through Friday, right here, 11:30 to 3 o'clock p.m. every day, right here on the Tube.
On Tube.
However, we will be on our summer break starting as soon as the show goes off today. We'll be off until the 27th. So just keep that in mind. Question of the day, Mike. DK Metcalf's two lowest reception seasons were his first years with Seattle and his first year with Pittsburgh. Question is this: which one of the two did he have more receptions in? Seeing different answers on the board. I'm seeing Tyrone is saying with Seattle. I'm seeing Lindsay saying with Pittsburgh. Scoot up. Don't forget. Don't hesitate if you guys need to want to throw a guess up. Perhaps you know it. Throw it up on the board as well. Or like Hollywood Squares, kind of trick Mike. Maybe make him think it's one thing because if he looks at the board, like, oh, I like that strategy. Like, I'm going to encourage that moving forward. The bluff that they use on Hollywood Squares. I said I was going to work on the question of the day. Moving forward, this is going to be something I'm going to work on afterward. Just giving a little taste today. Don't be afraid to bluff Mike on the question of the day. Mike, what's your thought process on this question? Let me read it one more time for you. DK Metcalf's two lowest reception seasons were his first year with Pittsburgh and his first year with Seattle. Which one did he have more receptions in first, though, Mike? Was it Pittsburgh or Seattle? Thought process.
I'll go with Pittsburgh, even though it may have been low, but he was a veteran at this point.
Do you want a hint?
Yeah.
It's a difference of one catch.
Go in Pittsburgh.
He had one more catch in his first year in Pittsburgh than he had with his than he did in his first year in Seattle.
Yep.
Is this your final answer?
Final answer.
All right. I see Steel Loyal's doing some bluff in there on the board. I like it. Great job, guys. All right. Here we go. Give you another minute or so. Throw your answer up on the board one more time. The question of the day is this: DK Metcalf's 2 lowest reception seasons were his first year with the the first year with the Seahawks, the first year with the Steelers. Question of the day is this: which one of the two did he have more receptions? And the clue is it's only a 1 catch difference. Let me get caught up on some messages as we do think this out. Let's go here. Let's look at some of these ideas, Mike, that people are putting up for the name of Pro Bowl players that didn't in fact earn their job. That they didn't in fact earn the Pro Bowl. Let's go here. Right here. Or right here. Or right there. Here we go. Freeloaders. Steel Loyal says the freeloaders. Steel Loyal says the plagiarists. Steel Loyal also says the sycophants. Shadored, perhaps. Finch, there you go. They like to retire their names and put their names out in the lights for people to see. The Sanderses. Maybe that could be that they're shadored. Because if you're not going to be good enough and you're going to go, maybe this will be why you're known for going to the Pro Bowl, for not being good enough, perhaps. Shadored. I like it, Finch. The coasters, Steel Loyal says. Let's go here. Six says this: the people that make the Pro Bowl that doesn't earn it, I call the dick lickers. Something tells me it's going to be eventful. It's going to be an eventful time when Sick comes to town. Bingo says, I want to see our last pick, the hometown Navy dude in preseason. I like to see that as well. And then again here on the board, guys, some guesses perhaps on who people might think is what's the correct answer to the question of the day. Steel Loyal says 59 receptions with Pittsburgh, 58 with Seattle, 850 yards with us, 900 yards with them. So if he's correct, that would mean Mike would be correct as well. Let's figure this out. My question of the day: DK Metcalf's 2 lowest reception seasons were his first year with the Seattle Seahawks and his first year with the Steelers. The question of the day: which season did he have more? The hint was it was a 1 catch difference, and it was in fact the Steelers. Exactly right, Steel Loyal, with every number is 100%. He had more yards in Seattle with 1 less catch. And you guys correct. Great job. And Lindsay, I didn't see you answer, but you're correct as well. Hey, there she goes. Oh my God, I just got it right. I'm always right. Yes, there you go. Undefeated.
Oh, no, Lindsay's now always wrong.
There goes that bridge.
She crumbled this bridge.
That bridge is gone.
It's gone. She's building walls. That bridge is.
Let's see. Steel, yes, absolutely. Had 1 more catch. Mark, I just heard Samuel to the Lions. Interesting. Samuel to the Lions. Oh, that's probably okay. I see you. Tie to Mark. Perhaps this isn't true. Mark Malone, ASJ, here for the long haul tie. Ty says, no, I just heard Samuel the third. Ty, we appreciate you. Great shows, you bastard. I'd take a second. Mark is saying. Ty also says, LOL. You ain't getting no secondary for injury corner. LOL, play a few games. Lindsay, oh my God, I'm just always right. The Steel Loyal says, I know too much about DK. It's all good, brother. Let's see. You never know when you're going to need the information. You never know when you'll need the information. Tyrone says, oh, I thought you meant lower. Shit, I'm driving. So, no, you're good, brother. Steel says this. Steel Loyal, he says, I know all of his yardages every year. That's pretty awesome. I have shit like that too. Believe me, man. Sick Jones, Sick says this. He says, I got it wrong. Fuck, but I just like calling them Rainy City bitch pigeons. Hey, that works for me too. Guys, again, as we are starting to wrap things up, Mike, heading into this 12-day break, I know that we'll certainly be thinking about the board plenty. I know that I sure will. Again, I do want to say thank you so much, everybody, to this point. A lot of people that stuck with us through the process, the off seasons. Mm-hmm. I know, again, I just acknowledge that people love the team the same way we do, and they would have no problem talking about it 365 days. So again, that is why we do what we do. We love what we do. And again, we can't wait to come back. But again, Mike, I am also looking forward to this. Will be the first time. Yeah. That I'm going to separate myself from the show to a point where I didn't do something at least at some point through every day in regards to the show. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to taking the mental rest, the physical rest, and everything like that. So I'm excited, but I will be even more excited to come back as we will be returning on July 27th, just in time to dive right into training camp. That's going to be starting just that week, a day and 2 days after Micah's players start arriving at camp and kicking camp off officially. So a lot of stuff coming up, guys. Lindsay, thank you so much. You have a great one. We appreciate that, sister, and we look forward to talking to you again. But a few things I just do want to say, Mike. The Steelers, in less than a month, will be playing the Packers in preseason. In 2 weeks, do start camp, and in just 60 days, the season does get kicked off for the Steelers. It's even less than 60 for the NFL.
Yeah.
So much stuff is just coming up. It's coming up quick. Also, like I said, if anybody does need to get a hold of us, go to the website, and there is all the contact information there. Mike, heading into the off season for us for 12 days. What's your thoughts, man? What do you got going on?
I got a whole lot of nothing going on, man. Probably gonna take some time off from the show, like you said, and just let it go. But keep checking our social media. There's I'll probably be posting some stuff on there Steeler related, just to keep my mind engaged with the Steelers. But I plan on doing just maybe get a nap after work, a longer nap.
Yeah.
That's if the kid will let me. But it's going to be nice to just turn it off for a couple of days. But I know I have a feeling by like day 4 I'm going to be itching. It's going to be itching.
If anything comes up, I mean, any big stories, there's a good chance Mike will put up a short or something coming up. So
when JPJ signs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Like any breaking news like that, like I will definitely hop on the computer or throw something up on the phone, do a quick little live, or just do a live, see how long it goes, man. But yeah.
So let me just touch the bases here, guys. While we're on vacation, if you're looking to get yourself a little buzz on, do stop at Giant Eagle, Mike, and get yourself Duquesne Pilsner now at Giant Eagle in 6 and 12 packs, or wherever cases are sold. Maybe you're not a big drinker, that's fine. The people at Duquesne Pilsner always have our back, so maybe just swing over, visit their social media, hit the follow, hit some likes. I know that it would certainly help those guys out over there. We always have Duquesne Pilsner here at the studio on tap for any event that does come along. Mike made right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It says on the can, grab a Duke.
Grab Duke.
Also, if you do go check them guys out on social media, check us out as well. We are all over the place on social media. You can catch us at Facebook, X formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, Threads, even TikTok. Swing by, hit the follow button, keep up with what's going on with the Two Dumb Yinzers on a day-to-day basis. And finally, if you haven't yet, do hit the like button down below. Hit the like, the sub, the share, even leave a comment. The impressions, they all go into how, for, and where they send out the show in the algorithm and things like that. So it's always greatly appreciated there, guys, as well. Again, we'll be back here on 12 days at our regular time. No big changes, nothing like that. Myself, Mike, Vanilla Thunder, Finch, Derpy. I know that the guys are certainly anticipating getting back at it here after the break. And I got to be honest with you, I'm already to get back at it. I know once we go off today, that's where my mind will go first. And it'll take me 3 or 4 days to kind of get used to the fact that we're taking some days off. But, that is what it is. That's always kind of been my case. Vanilla Thunder, what about you? Any words before we wrap it up?
Yeah, Lindsay, I don't know what that Mike Clown's talking about. TJ Watt is great. I love TJ Watt, too. I actually have a TJ Watt tattoo. And Thunder would like to show you the TJ Watt tattoo.
No, you don't want to see that tattoo, believe me. Let me grab a couple messages. Yeah, good.
So sorry, Thunder's on one today. He's very emotional. It's the 1000th episode. He's in a mood.
Yeah, you don't. Let's continue. Let's go here to Bingo. Bingo says, America's team, my ass. Kevin, hey, what's up, Kevin? Kevin says, what's up, fellas? Sorry, you've been really busy. Then he follows it up by saying, congratulations on the 1,000. We appreciate you, Kevin, my man.
Hey, Kevin, brother, last time I saw you, you were running to a storm cellar with a storm coming through. I thought you were off in Alice in Wonderland type thing, or you're off in Toto or some shit on the Yellow Brick Road. Glad to see you back, brother.
Yeah, we were certainly concerned. Glad to see you, man.
We were, right? I literally were talking about that one day. I'm like, did he get sucked up in a tornado?
But guys, I think that's going to be it. As much as I hate to say it, Mike, it is time. It is time for us to head to vacation. Kevin, yes, sir. Mike, yeah, no, we totally worried about you there for a while, Kev. But I think that's everything. What's your thoughts on today's show before we do wrap it up?
It was a good, fun show, man. Episode 1000. Can't believe we came this far. We started the show with not a lot of sex appeal on the screen. But I think we're leaving with some really good sex appeal, brother. I mean, look at these beards, look at this hair. I can't wait for training camp to start. My mind is all over the place, brother. I can't wait for some fucking football. I can't wait for training camp. I can't wait to get this, contract figured out with JPJ. Steeler football needs to start.
All right, couple more messages here. Enjoy your vacation. Kevin says also moving someone to Pittsburgh next week from Nashville. That's awesome,
wow,
man. Also, Bingo says, I think Porter's popular because of his dad. I would have rather kept Beanie, the ball hawk Bishop. Yeah, it's an interesting take. For sure, Bingo. But again, guys, we will be back for season 10. Season 10. That's right. 12 days from now. That be July 27, guys. And from there, we hit the ground running, and it is nonstop for the next several months. Believe me, it'll be nonstop because we hit camp, we hit preseason, we go into regular season, we go into playoffs. Hopefully, we go into February. So much coming up, guys. We are going to recharge, come back ready to go. I do think that's everything, Mike. Kevin, he says he moves people all over the USA. That's pretty awesome. Also, Six says, I appreciate y'all definitely making my day at work go faster. I fucking love the Pittsburgh fucking Steelers and talking about the best team ever, meeting people that feel the same. And
hell yeah.
The feeling's mutual to you as well, Sick. True that, believe me. I need to move to Pittsburgh myself. Hey, that'd be fantastic. If you ever do, hit us up, brother. And Six says this: have fun on your vacation. Keep your balls clean. That is always a good.
Got to get them dirty first,
bound. Guys, I do want to say thank you so much. Any word before we do roll, Mike?
Just have a good week, everyone. I can't wait to come back and talk some Steeler football with you guys. I'm going to miss you all, you sick bastards.
Absolutely. Stay safe, everybody. Stay cool. It's going to be really hot. And again, we look forward to being back, guys. Again, 12 days. We'll be back on Monday at our regular time, the 27th, getting ready to hit the ground running. I do believe that is everything. So, guys, have a great time, a great 12 days. Enjoy yourself. Stay safe. Let the angst build up. Let the excitement build up, because once we do come back, it's on like Donkey Kong. I think that's everything. It was nice seeing Finch. Thank you for being here today, Finch. Great seeing Derpy. Thanks, Derpy, as well, for being here with us. So much, Mike. And I thought we could have sat around and talked about all the things, all the interviews. LaVon Kirkland being on the show, Chad Brown being on the show, Tim Worley being on the show, Chucky Jacoby. Then even on the levels of Aurora Snow and Sabu and just different people that's been on the show over time. But I thought, you know what, let's basically, people love their Steelers.
Yeah.
Let's do this show. We're going to talk our Steelers. We're going to do what it is we do every day. And again, that stuff is all in the library. If you ever wanted to go back and watch any of those episodes, there are a lot of great different kind of episodes you could do. So, but I wanted to stay intimate with the board today and the Steelers, and that's what we did, and that's what we accomplished. So, again, I want to thank everybody so much for being supportive of us this whole time. Believe me, you are worth more to the show than anything. Without you, we couldn't do it, guys. I want to say thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out and checking us out today. We appreciate each and every one of you. We truly, honestly do. I want to say thank you to the board. You guys always keep the show interesting, as you are the lifeblood of this show. And everybody that's at home, at work, at the gym, in the car, listening, watching, whatever the case is, we thank you too. We hope everybody has a safe couple of weeks, guys. We'll see everybody back on the 27th. Mike, we spin around to you. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Have a good one, guys. See you in a couple of days.
All right, guys. For Finch, for Derpy, for Mike, for Chop, for RB, and myself, the two dumb Yinzers, we'll be back on the 27th with season 10. Until then, have a safe 12 days. Keep cool. You ready for the Steelers? Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. We'll see you then, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.